certainly the best.
Thank you for joining us today on the program Woman to Woman. I'm Adesu Walsawagie. It seems like I'm alone today, but not really. I'm going to be joined by Favor Aniye Omorege via Zoom today. And today on Woman to Woman, we want to look at something that is very pressing. It's very important. You know, in those days, marriages used to last like 50 years, 60 years, and still counting. But these days, marriages don't last anymore. Why? Because some men have said that it is due to lack of respect, that their women do not respect them. And so they cannot be in a marriage where the woman does not have respect for them. So today we want to look at building strong family relationship through mutual respect, all right? Respect for the man, respect for the woman. So ordinarily, respect should be a two-way traffic, not a one-way traffic. Only the woman is just giving the respect, and the man is not doing anything. Some men feel that it is their birthright to be respected, but you need to earn it. You have to earn it. You are in a relationship with a woman, and both of you have become one. You are now equal. Yes, you are equal. All right, if you give the woman a bit of respect, the woman will respect you too. But when you move from street to street, house to house, you know, choosing side chicks or befriending girls everywhere you go to, you think your wife will respect you? No way now. You cannot get such respect. So you have to earn it. You have to behave like the man that you're supposed to be to earn it. So Favor is going to be joining me for us to discuss some salient topics or some points that would make relationships stronger so that marriages will last long. Because when there is a divorce, it is the children that usually suffers, particularly when the children are young. They suffer a lot. Some stepmothers are from another world. They are from another world, because when you see some stepmothers act, honestly, you don't need to look for Lucifer when you see some stepmothers behave. I tell you. So if you don't want your children to suffer in the hands of such stepmothers, you need to, as a matter of urgency, do something to make your marriage work. All right? So we'll take a short break now. When we come back, Favor Aniye Omorege will be joining us to talk about this issue of building strong relationship in marriage. We'll take a break now.
ITV, certainly the best.
So thank you once again for joining us on the program, Woman to Woman. So, Favor, good afternoon.
Oh, my sister, how's everything today?
Okay, thank you for joining us today on the program, Woman to Woman. So we want to look at some of the things that will help us build strong family relationship through mutual respect, because some men, actually I got calls, not from one, not from two, not from three, from several men on Woman to Woman radio version to say that they love their wives, but they cannot keep up with staying with their wives. They want a divorce. How can they go about it and all of that? Because the kind of respect that they want, they are not getting it from their wives. And so no man wants to stay with a woman who also nags from morning till night, right? So let me start by asking you this question. What does respect mean to you in a family context? What does respect mean in a family setting?
Respect in a family setting means honoring one another. Respect ideally is supposed to be a mutual activity that occurs between couples or between members of a particular family. It's giving people opportunity to have their boundaries, respecting the boundaries of your spouses while honoring whom they are. Irrespective of how familiar you are with your spouse, it's expected that respect goes beyond our regular greetings. It's what we do, how we act, how we relate. Everything that we do in words, in thoughts, in action. That's what respect usually entails in a family. It goes beyond just serving food, just greeting in the morning, greeting in the noon, and all of that. Especially in a marriage or family setting, is an activity that members of a family, couple this time around, engage in. It has to do with honoring the personality, the person that you are with as a woman, honoring the person that you are with, honoring him, you know, as your Prince Charming, let me use that word. All right. So it's not talking down on your spouses and joining this feminism stuff. That's not what respect is. Loving your spouse the way he is. Accepting him, accepting his weaknesses and his strength. That is respect.
So now, why do you think women disrespect men? Or why do you think wives disrespect their husbands?
A lot of things can make wives to disrespect their spouses. Even, you know, though some of these things are not supposed to be, but in our present day, we discover that women, it can be due to our society, what the societal values, the way they are now looking at men. It can be due to the capability of the men in terms of their financial and economical strength. Okay, it can also be a character problem from the women themselves. A lot of things can make women disrespect their spouses. When there's lack of love and unity in a home, it can make the woman to disrespect a man.
Okay, so what do you think, how do you think a woman can cope with a man who brings out the worst in her? You know, there are some women, ordinarily they are good women, they are calm women, but when they marry to some kind of man, you see the other side of that woman. She's not even happy with herself, and then she brings out all of those bad things in her. So how can a woman cope with a man who gives out all of this stress?
The first thing she has to do for herself is to love herself. Love herself enough to create boundaries where no matter what her husband does, it doesn't break through that boundary, that's a barrier of protection. The truth of the matter is, you are whom you are. When you respond, the way you respond to pressure, the way you respond to negative activities or occurrences, that's actually your true person. If you are saying that this woman was good, but it's the man that is bringing out the bad in her, that's to say she's bad. The man is only the pressure that she's getting from her man.
There was this time somebody called me to say that he wants advice because he wants to divorce his wife. The wife does not respect him. The wife does this, the wife does that. And then in the course of interviewing the man, it was discovered that the man was doing so many things wrong, believing that he's right because he's a man. He sees nothing wrong in having side chicks, and then he has this way of rubbing it in his wife's face, as in, am I the only one doing it? And you want the woman to respect you. Are there no men who are enjoying themselves, who have 3, 4, 5 girlfriends and all of that? And you're saying that to your wife. And the man believes that is a normal thing because that is what the line of discussion is where he works. He said they talk about it freely. And some of them even claim that their wives knows and even knows their girlfriends and all of that. And you think it's every woman that can take that. Oh God, no. I don't know if you're watching this program, right? So, like they say, hell has no fury like a woman scorned. So you have to be careful the way you treat your wife. You don't flaunt your side chicks in front of your wife, okay? And if you want to respect, you act like one, like you really deserve it. You don't force it. You earn it. All right. I'm a woman, and a woman respects men who are capable. Yes, I tell you for free. And even when the man does not have, and you're showing some level of understanding, some level of humility, some level of love to that woman, the woman does not really mind. It's not difficult to satisfy a woman, particularly your wife. Your wife can go any length with you, I tell you. It is your girlfriend who will drop you halfway if there's a problem. But with your wife will go any length with you to make things work. Yes, she will suffer with you. She will go through the rank and files with you. But you see your babe, she will drop you halfway when problem arises. Let your finance drop a bit. She will leave you. Fall sick and see who stays by your side. It's your wife. But that other girl will not stay. And some will say, okay, my wife does not have time. She does this, she does that. She does not look as cute as she used to be. How can she look as cute as she used to be? She takes care of the kids, she works, she does house chores, she does quite a number of things at the same time. While the one you're going to meet outside knows that you're going to come, she'll not get anything that she's doing. She's only waiting for you. Of course, she will look her best to keep you under wraps. She will. But give her a little test of life, and she will run. So, hello, Favor. I don't know if Favor is connected back to me now. Favor, are you with me now?
I'm here with you.
Hello, Favor.
I'm here.
Is Favor with me now?
Very well.
Okay, Favor. Sorry about that loss of audio there. So, what do you think husband and wife can do to connect, to have respect for themselves? Because nowadays, things just go haywire. The man is on this side, the woman is on this side. They are not connecting. A man and woman may be at home together, and you will hear them say, hey, Junior, tell your mother I don't want to eat vegetable soup. I want to eat ogbolo. That is the man that is still eating at home, or some of them will not eat again. You know, so how do we marry them together again so that there will be good communication between the husband and wife, and that in turn will breed respect?
I think couples should do everything to keep their communication line effective. No matter how bad your spouse hurts you, please and please don't shut down communication. It's very important. You must continue to talk to yourselves. They should find time out, take time out. And, sometimes this love that we're talking about, it needs to be refreshed too. Couples, they are very good at giving to children, giving to their family, but they don't give to their marriage. They should find time and invest into their marriage, find a time to sit together, talk about their worries, talk about their pains together as lovers, and then rekindle the love fire like it was while they were dating or some courting. They shouldn't allow that wind of love, that fire of love in their marriage to die. They should not stop talking. They should talk together in love. You discover that one of the reasons why couples shout for one another is because they can be there together physically, but they are emotionally detached. So when a man and a woman is emotionally detached, you hear them screaming.
In most families, in most homes today, I dare say, there is the presence of husband, there is the presence of wife, but they are emotionally disconnected, they are spiritually disconnected, they are financially disconnected, they are socially disconnected. In fact, they are just disconnected. They live together like roommates now, or housemates as the case may be. They sleep in different rooms. So how can they come together?
One of the ways they can come together is by forgiving themselves. From their heart, they should forgive. They should forgive themselves and look at where the issues, and again, in forgiving themselves, they have to do away with fault finding. And you caused this, you caused that, is not necessary. At the time they start looking at who is at fault or who is not at fault, that problem will not be solved. So they should do away with fault finding, accept. If the man has said that he's wrong, the woman accepts that she's wrong, and then they are both on the same page, they forgive themselves, it's easy to come together again and move ahead. By the time they keep finding fault, it's your fault that this, it's your fault that, it may never work again. So for that man, for that woman that is emotionally, physically, and spiritually detached from the spouse, that marriage can work again. That marriage can come back together again. They must first win the battle in their minds by agreeing that it will work. If you agree in your mind that it will work, then all activities that you do is just towards making that marriage, making that relationship to work. All right. So it's for them to, You know, look for that.
How
thing.
does
Look for that thing
disrespect
that
in
is
marriage
going to be
affect the children?
a lot of ways. The children, it can affect their academic work. Academically, these children that used to be very sharp in school, you see them, they start um, going academically. Then emotionally, you see these children coming up with disorders, mental disorders. They start feeling depressed, you know, unnecessary anxiety. You know, these children will not be able to move along with their peers. Children that were supposed to be very lovely and friendly, they get to school and become bullies because that's what they see their parents do, always fighting. All right. So, and on the long run, the parents will lose. Some of these children, because they cannot cope any longer with what their parents do, then you see them going into suicidal attempts and all of that. And it's not healthy at all. No child wants to see their parents fighting. No child is happy to see their parents always quarreling. It's really those ones that are very good at, you know, using their children as baits. Some parents use their children as baits. This one will use, because the father offends the wife, she gets to the children. Because the man offends, the woman offends the man, it gets back to the children. No. We're not helping these children. We are not helping them. Please and please, parents, let's consider our children when we're making certain negative decisions so that we will learn to do things right. It will help our families to grow better and become even more united. And God will bless us too for doing the right thing.
Okay, Favor, you know that there are some men who would rather do for an outsider than their wives. I don't know why it's like that. There are men who would never ever spend money on their wives. They won't give, they will not spend, they won't buy, they won't do anything for their wives. And that woman is supposed to be your wife. I don't understand. What did the woman do now?
It's just painful, honestly, very painful. We have a lot of them. Benin, we call them Adazoe. They are kingmakers outside, but in their own homes, not at all.
Role of praising your wife, validating your wife. You know that there are some men, no matter what their wives wear, no matter what their wives do, there is never a word like thank you. Even when the wife will use her money to do things in the house, there's no say, no thank you. No, oh, you look so good today. No hug, oh, baby, you look fine. You know, that kind of thing. Oh, this dress is nice. Oh, no, I don't like this dress. You know, validation from your husband. What is the role of validation or being praised or being honored or being adored? What does it do to a woman? Because you're in the medical field. What does it do to the psychology of a woman? I just want to know.
You know, when you do that to a woman, you are making a world. You are building an empire. Inshallah, as you were saying it, I was just smiling as though you were saying them to me. And, you know, there's this hormone in my system that's just been released. And I'm feeling very happy like you were talking to me. You know, when you validate your wife, when you tell her sweet, beautiful words, she can go at any length to make your life comfortable for you. So I don't beg our men, if you want your home to be peaceful, if you want to have children, lovely children, if you want things to go well in your home, just continue appreciating your wife. Look for an area of strength and continue to praise her, magnify her strength over her weaknesses. You will have to do less things in the house. You have to even, she does not mind, before your salary comes, she has finished spending her salary. She will even look for to join and assist you to the greatest end she wants to do. It makes the woman happy, it makes her healthier, it makes her strong for you and your family as a man. So please and please, let's validate our women. Your hair is fine. Oh, you look beautiful today. And this your earring. It's very fine, you know, and all of that. Little words of affirmation has a way of getting to the woman's heart. All right. Okay. Oh, this place looks very clean. Oh, madam, it's like you mopped. Oh, that's why you are my wife. You know, things like that. It will not cost you anything to do as a man for your wife. All right,
Favor. Thank you so much. All right, Favor, I said so much this afternoon. You want respect from your wife. No be so. There are little things you should do. Validate your wife. Praise her. Your wife gives you food. Even if you are the one that provided the money, thank her after eating. Praise the food. Praise your wife. But some men, they are in that school of comparison. Oh, you not see that one wife. You not see that one wife. And you're saying that to your wife. that means you're not ready to be respected though. You know, something as small and as simple as just an apple or a piece of cake or something. You're coming back from work or wherever it is and you bring one for your wife and say, babe, I just brought this for you. Do you know, to your wife is a very big thing. You don't, it's not until you buy a car or you buy your house before you're doing something. Just little things that you think are not important. Those are the things that are more important to the woman. And all of the respect that you want, you will get, okay? And then the children will be happy. And you also will be very happy and want to go home. Not the ones that will close from work and don't want to go home until like past midnight and all of that, all right? Do that little thing for your wife and all of that respect you will get. And woman, you too, try, all right? Even if the man is trying to bring out the worst in you, try now, just try, and then you'll be happy. And instead of resorting to domestic violence, you can actually go your separate ways, all right? If you do all of this, I'm sure we're going to build stronger and finer relationship in marriage. Thank you for watching. Do have a great day. Thank you, Favor, for doing me this favor.
Thank you very much. Thank you, I'm grateful.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
ITV. Certainly the best.
Ojúde aṣáájú ẹ̀ abẹ́rẹ́ pẹ́. Ayaba aṣáájú ẹ̀ abẹ́rẹ́ pẹ́. Adaye aṣáájú ẹ̀ abẹ́rẹ́ pẹ́. Ẹgbẹ̀júwà.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thanks again. Very interesting story for you on Icons on ITV. And our guest today, Dr. O. It's a delight to know you're still with us on this week's edition of the program Icons on Independent Television. We've had this conversation going on. I mean, very interesting journey that you've had growing up as a child, a wonder child, I must say, and a special child, I must say, from this, historical background that you have given to us. Now, let's know your journey. What was it like, briefly, in your high school? And then I'm most interested in your trajectory in the US, because I know America is known as God's own country. I mean, it's a dream country for many people. So what was it like for you?
Well, to end the high school thing, I was also a survivor in high school. I didn't want to go through what my people were going through, like clearing the bushes and all of that stuff. Okay. I'm like, I got myself into the Reverend sisters. Oh, let me wash your car. Before the sister wakes up, I already washed all the cars. So then I said, oh, you can be working in the convent. So we started baking Holy Communion and all of that, while my mates are doing all the odd jobs. From there, I traveled the first holiday. I went to Benin to visit my uncle. When I was leaving, he gave me 40 naira. So I went to New Benin for Papa. I bought a camera, weight and take. Okay. I bought films. I went to school. I started doing weight and take pictures.
People were paying you for it?
I was making good money, 5 naira per picture. Interesting. So then I got friendly with the gate man. I said, Baba, I want you to be keeping money for me. I'll be giving you little. So that's how I was making money. Anybody want to do anything, I would be the one taking pictures. Then they were looking for somebody to do DJ in the school. I would say, well, I love music. I love to dance. I like entertainment. So I started doing DJ for this high school. They used to call me DJ Kosu Kosu. Then I now, from there, I passed out flying colors. Then I now went to College of Education. So my uncle came and determined that I should go to College of Education. So I went there in Yaro. We were at Yaro then. I'm the student too that want to be the best in class. I knew I had to be the best in anything I do. Okay. Because I worked so hard. Okay. From there, I got my uncle now said, you know, you need to go to US. You need to go to US because you need to go study more. Then from there, where I was doing my teacher's training, then somebody came and said the brother was looking for a wife. Then they saw me and were like, wow. I said, well, I'm actually getting ready to go back to US. Okay. So that was how I got married. The guy came, we got married. Then it was like, oh, you got to wait a little bit. My uncle said, no, she already got a visa. She has to go to US to go further her education. That was how I said, okay, I'm going to have a lot of milk and honey. All the money I had, I spread money out so that my younger ones can go to school in case something happens to me in America. Okay. And I got to America. The first time I got to America, I was like, oh, America, which house are we going? Then they said, oh, the first of all, the car that we used to pick me up at the airport, the car was not starting. I was like, hey, Jesus, this is America. Then I said, oh, okay. Somebody now came and jumped the car, then we went. So instead of people climbing up to go to the house, we went to the basement. In a very little basement, no windows, no nothing. And one day I sat, I said, God, I'm here. This is an unknown land. This is America. I saw telephone, I told the telephone. I died. I said, I died the number. They said, your phone cannot be connected right now. Please call back later. And I said, okay, what time do you want me to call back? Hello? What time should I call back? I need to call my sister. I need to talk to my sister in Houston. Sister Mozelle, my cousin, actually. What time should I call back? Nobody was answering me. So when we all gathered, I said, anytime I use this phone, they say I should be using the phone. The phone, they just say it's not going through now. But when they're not talking to me, everybody started laughing. So when I went to America, I went there with, I had like $100, you know, $100 on me, so which I declared to my ex. And I said, oh, well, I got money, big money. With them, $100 was a lot of money. My uncle changed it and gave to me to take to America. So then we changed the money, we had the money. Then I look, I say, you know what? This is marriage, no window, no TV, no nothing. I'm in the closet. I'm like, okay. So I know what to do. Then I started using my talents. So I started using, I went to the shop there, I saw some t-shirts, I started doing tie and dye. I went to gas station, start selling it. You know what? You can wear this, it'll be nice on you. That was like 5 gas stations started ordering t-shirts from me. Wow. From there, I started making some chin-chin, some bakery. Then I will now do cold water. And I'll do cold soda, like Coke, minerals, we call it here. So I have the coolers of it then I will now take them, I will now take a taxi, I will go to the downtown of America, city of Newark. That's where you see everything. So I put them, I see one African guy that work in a car park, Brother Oliver. I say, brother, uncle, I want to keep these things here. I'll be going back and forth. When he finish up, he say, of course, please. You're so beautiful. Why are you doing all this? I say, I want to raise money. I can't just be here like this. I don't know, I didn't know America was like this. I'll be running after cars, buy water. Oh, you know, if you buy water, it's cold. You want to try this this is chinchin. It's low calories, it's good African snack. You want to try, this is plantain, made out of plantain. Before you know, I'm sold out. Then I started doing that. Then one day, somebody saw me, was like, oh, you are so beautiful. Why are you doing this on the street? I said, well, this is where I need to go to school. I need to raise money. So then I started to see my talent in clothing and textiles. So I said, you know, I need to go to a quick school. I want to first of all go to a quick school where I can learn how to do sewing. I can learn how to sew. Then I said, you know what? Then my ex said, you know what? Don't do that. You should go to this, first of all, learn how to type.
Typing school.
So I went to typing school. They said, oh, it's going to take me 8 months to finish. I said, do you have a crash program? They said, what are you talking about? I said, I can finish it in 2 months. They said, 2 months? I said, try me out. I was like, within 2 months, I was done. I was typing 80 words per minute. So one company hired me. They were paying me $6. $6
okay.
An hour. So I blew it out to my uncle. I make it $6 an hour. Then I will now do that. Then in the evening, I'll carry all my stuff. I will now go and be selling on the street. Then in the night, I will go to a fast food place. They call it Roy Rogers. Because I'm very beautiful with Nigerian coins, they thought the people would come because of me. So I will not stay in the counter. They made me a cashier first.
Okay.
A cashier. Okay, they say they want some medicine. I said, huh? What did you say? I kept telling people, huh? I didn't hear what you were saying. And they said, no. The manager pulled me out of there. He said, you know what? Now you're going to be the one mopping the floor. I started mopping the floor. The people puke in the bathroom. They puke. They throw up. They call me, oh, Elizabeth. Yes. I go there, I clean it up. I started doing that. I said, okay, I'm very good at cleaning. So I went to church. I'm a Catholic. In the Catholic church, there are all these old women. Then I started approaching them. Mama, do you mind if I come be cleaning your house? I'll clean very good for you. They said, really? Okay. Then one of them started making me to clean. Then I will clean her house very early in the morning. Then after that, then I will go to the the typing job.
Okay.
To work.
Okay.
So I work the 8 hours. Then after that, I go to the street. I start selling things. So I said, you know what? Maybe I should focus on my textiles. Then one lady came. They call her Mrs. Ero. Mommy, everybody call her. She came from Nigeria. So because I know her, because when I was getting married, the man asked me to go see her. She would be the one to approve me. Okay. So I said, okay. I went to her. Then I know her. Happened to be that I know the sister also. Okay. So at the end of the day, she was bringing clothes from Nigeria. Tie and dye, like top and bottom, like what you wear it, adire.
Yeah, you have to see.
So I said, you know what, mommy? Let me take 6. Let me see how it goes. So I took 6. I went to the junk where I sell my water and this, and I displayed them. People were like, oh, this is beautiful. How much are you selling them? My man just went $50. They said, what? The guy just bought the whole 4. The 4 out of the 6. I had 2 left. Another person came. Oh, is it unisex? I said, yes, it's unisex. Then I announced that the other one just bought the other 2. I sold that within 1 day. Wow. I went back saying, mommy, we got to get more. Let's get more. So he started bringing stuff. So now it blew out. Then I started ordering for cases, buses. I would drive to the airport, in JFK airport, get my consignment. Then my brother's wife, my cousin's wife, has a sewing place here in Nigeria, Nihama. So I now started ordering things from her. Then she would now take them to me, ship them to me. I started selling. If I ask a Nigerian person that time, can you come and let's see, buy this, you wear, he said, where I go, where and go? Where you want me to wear and go? So my customers were Liberians, Americans, and all of that. So I was selling that. Then after that, I started to form a dancing group. Because I look at myself, I say, when I first came to America, I didn't have shoes on my legs. Because I went with one pair of shoes, and I left one. I forgot one in Nigeria, and only one came to America with me. Then I came, I was walking around, when I was selling my water and all of that, until something broke on my sole of my heel. Then I called my cousin. He said, in Houston, Sister Moselle, he said, what happened to us? I said, Sister, my aim is so more and I injured. He said, what about shoe? I said, Sister, I don't have no shoe. He said, what? So he now sent me 3 pairs of shoes. So I started using them, me all over. So I was just that kind of person, you cannot miss me. So they will say, this girl, again.
I want to ask you this question.
I didn't have children.
You didn't have children at this time?
No.
Wow, so when did babies start coming?
So it was, I was looking for babies, but that's the story of another day. I don't want to dip into this conversation.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep my marriage out of it, and I'm going to keep everything out of it.
Yeah.
But
the bottom line is that you have 4 children.
Yes, I have 4 children.
Yeah.
What happened was, I was now very big.
Okay.
Then after the clothing business, then I had a lot of money with the business. So I will be making good money. Then I now run into somebody. People, I'll just stay in my. Then the guy from Igbo, Agbo, saw me. He said, this girl, you're always everywhere. Let me not go hit you. Let me talk to the mayor of IVT. Maybe.
What do you mean IVT?
IVT is a city. Like you have a
city where? Which of?
You have Irua. Okay. You have Uromi. You have this.
Which state now?
New Jersey. I've lived in New Jersey all my life.
All your life? You've been in New Jersey?
Yes,
wow.
I've been in New Jersey for almost 40 years.
Okay.
Point of correction, almost 40 years.
Almost 40 years, yeah.
So then I was just there. Then what I now did, when I see people, one day they were shooting people. I see them shooting somebody by Extra Supermarket. I witnessed it. So I now said, what I should do now? Let me fence this place around so I can be inside the fence. Believe you and me, the fence is still there today.
Wow. So
I fenced the place, then I would be inside, hanging my clothes, selling. One day, my ex-husband's brother or friend saw me. I saw a car pulling towards me. The boot was coming towards me, the trunk. I'm like, who is this? I said, oh, Brother Harry. He said, what are you doing? Why are you disgracing everybody? Wait till you just came to America. The only you, they do this, they do that, they do you everywhere. The women there will be gossiping me. Oh, she's not even looking for instead of her to be thinking of her, she will have a baby. She's here doing business, doing everything. I didn't know. I was told I was too young to have a baby. I didn't really know nothing. Yeah. So I was just like, okay, let me start hustling. So I started doing. He said, put this stuff in the car, Jare. I said, no, brother, I'm making money. I'm making good money. He said, no, put the stuff in. So he put all the stuff in the car. So we go home. Then I brought out my thing. My ex-husband said, honey, show her what you made today. When he saw that I made almost $3,000, can imagine that time. At that time, talking about what time? My first son was born 1991. Talking about 1980. I can't even remember. So then the guy said, what is this? I said, money. He said, did you steal the money? I said, how can I steal the money? All my clothes you see I'm selling, all these African attires I'm selling them $80. At the rare, I said, yes, people are buying it. So I started designing. I now went to a fashion and design school in New York. That one was also 9 months program. I did it within 3 months. Then instead of me doing the cutting, I said, no, all the design, I'll just describe it to my brother's wife in Benin. Yeah. We just make everything. They will send it to me. I started introducing, okay, how about we do brocade? We do lace. We do this. Then we do this brocade that we now use, put agbada, black inside, white outside. I started designing, creating. And this is my brother, I call him my brother now, Brother Oliver from Agbo, who was at the, what is it called? Parking lot. Yeah. So he is married to a Liberian lady. So I would just say, brother, if you wear this, it's good. They'll say how much? I said, $300. He will not even follow me to argue. We just buy. He was buying. Then I started going to his house. the way I started collecting people, all the Liberians were not coming there. We meet at a point from there. Somebody saw me and said, how about you start to do shows, you know? Then you start to do shows. I said, okay, maybe that can take me off the street, but let me get something together first. So, and I start to save money, hide money, you know, because every time I come, I have to report how much I made. I don't want to go through that today.
Okay.
So then I bring the money, start to have small money, small money. So at the end of the day, I was just here selling clothes. I just saw a car. This is a tank car, Lincoln tank car, all dark, everything dark. Some young guy just came out of it. They're like, what? You are so beautiful, girl. What you do is selling all this on the street. This area is so dangerous. We can make you a better offer. I'm like, okay, what is it? He said, how about we use this your product? We do shows. We do fashion shows and all of that. I said, okay, I'm on for it. Yeah, I can do that. Then they said, okay, well, the first one is in Robert Treat, which is in Newark, downtown. So we went there. I took all my clothes there, everything. Then later they would now call me Lady Chris Fashion. That was who I was. Okay. Then they will now take my clothes. My clothes are number one. Before you know, money flowing everywhere. People will be laughing. Oh, some of my people that said they're close to me will say, if money start off for you, you know we'll get picking. No. I say, don't worry, God will be the one that will bring the children. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I will make good money there. My husband will follow me, so he will be the one keeping all the money. While my employees are working, the models, I will rent a limo. We go out, five different people start to invite me. Then I say, you know what, Black History Month, I need to form a dance. I used to dance in Nigeria. Okay. So let me bring dance to America. So there's a way park, we call it. I hired all these band people, then I start dancing. When all the people do their dance, they now say, now, it's now. Here will come the queen, the dancer from Nigeria. I will not just come out, first of all, flip. No, I wish you can do that now. Oh, my God. I wish you can do that now. My life has always been like, what is this?
Dr. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
No problem. You're welcome.
That's a package for this week on the program Icons on Independent Television. Hope you had a great time with us. Be sure to join us, same time, same station. Next week, we'll bring you another segment of the program. Till then, stay blessed and bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best.
Give us 2 boys. We have no
ITV.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV.
ITV, certainly the best.
ọba àtọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀. ẹ̀gbọ́n ìjúwà ọba àtọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀.
ITV, certainly the best.
Behind every bunch of plantain on display is a chain of activities that determines its final price. From farming and harvesting to transportation and market sales, several factors come into play. On this edition of Market Survey, we trace the journey of plantain from the farm to the market, examining how each stage affects price and availability and how both traders and consumers are responding. The journey of plantain begins at the farm, where farmers invest time, labor, and resources to cultivate and maintain their crops. Rising cost of seedlings, labor, and farm maintenance have increased the cost of production, affecting how much farmers sell their produce for. Harvesting requires care and proper timing to avoid damage. Once harvested, the plantain must be transported quickly to prevent spoilage. However, poor road conditions and high fuel prices continue to pose challenges, increasing importation expenses. For many farmers and middlemen, transportation remains one of the most expensive stages in the supply chain. These costs are often transferred to traders, who in turn factor them into the final market price. At the market level, traders consider transportation costs, market levies, storage condition, and daily demand before fixing prices. Fluctuation in supply can also cause price to rise or fall, affecting buying supply. From the farm to the market, the price of plantain reflects the effort and cost invested at every stage of production. However, findings from our market survey show that plantain is currently more affordable, largely because it is now in its peak season. With increased harvest and improved supply from farms, traders say and consumers say the lower price have made plantain more accessible, allowing families to buy in larger quantity and include it more in their frequent meals. For traders, the season has brought faster turnover, even though profit margins remain modest. As the season continues, plantain remains one of the more affordable food items in the market, highlighting how seasonal cycles play a key role in food pricing. Understanding these patterns help to explain why prices fluctuate and offer insight on how timing influences affordability.
market, it don't come down, the price?
It's come down small, little. We are doing it small. We are telling God to help us because there's no money.
So how much did they say this one's with day trade?
We have 1,000, we have 2,000.
So how much be the least one that they said, the smallest one that they say how much?
We have 500. We have 1,000.
So when plantain, how much na they said that 500 naira one?
That 500 is 1,000.
So that means between now and last year, the difference in price, it did too much.
No, it's not too much. It's coming down.
So how much na they sell last year?
Last year, during dry December time, we used to sell 2,000 because there is time that plantain used to dry. So everything there time. So when plantain come down, we sell cheap. When it's high, like scarce during dry season, we used to add money and sell. It's the way we buy. That's why we are selling. Yes.
So how na say they carry am for market now in bundle or be bunch?
We buy in dozen.
Okay. How much na say they carry am?
Like dry season, we used to buy a dozen. That dozen is 12. We used to buy 30,000, 25,000. But during this season now, the season is now. We are used to buy 15, 20. Understand? The little small one that we used to say buy 15. That's why we are cutting 200, 500.
Okay. So 200 naira a day.
We have 200 naira. It's too small.
Okay. So now, since still dey the season, customers still dey complain say it's still too dear.
No, we are human beings. They can complain. Anything at all, they can complain. You know, say we human beings, you cannot pay them so they will take. But we are trying, sha. We are trying.
At the market still dey slow, abi people dey buy.
It's moving. It's fine.
Difference dey between ripe plantain and unripe plantain.
Yes.
So this one wey ripe like this, how much they sell am?
It's the same price, but it's the one that you are choosing. If you like ripe one, I will give you ripe one. If you need unripe, I will give you unripe.
So unripe not cheap as ripe one?
No, you know, say you have your own choice. You may come, you say you need ripe one, I will give you ripe one. Some people used to buy unripe. They say, madam, I need ripe one, so I have to bring it and cut it and give them.
Okay, so now both of them are the same price?
It's the same price.
So you know if you say because this one unripe, now it go cheap as the one wey ripe?
No. Even if this one is dearer than this one.
The ripe one?
Yes. It's because of it's not ripe. Because this one is too ripe. Okay. That's why we used to tie this one.
So how you know the difference between the one where they use scabbard and the one where they not use scabbard?
How? When you see it, you will know it. Understand? The body cannot be the same with the main one. When you see the one that use scabbard, the body will change. But you know, it's not the same color of plantain. Because I have been using it, I was seeing it. But this one is not, they're not using scabbard on it. Because now it's the season of plantain. Even when we go to the village and bought it, some may ripe on her head before they cut it. Like all these ones there. It's really that selling it, we know. So I will tell you, I don't use scabbard though. Go and try it. Because when you use that one that they use scabbard, it will worry your stomach. It's not good. So we are not using it. Even though dry season, rainy season, we are not using it. And which is not good. That one is poison. The difference is clear now. You will see the one that you use scabbard. But now they're not using scabbard. Because now it's time of plantain.
So now during time where we say not be time of plantain, now they use our
rainy season. Some people used to use it, but we are not using it. We used to wrap it in big paper like this. It will hot. That hotness will ripe it by force.
How plantain before market, the price is not come down?
It don't come down small.
So compared to how na take sell am
before we dey buy this dozen 48,000, but now we dey buy am 30, 35.
Okay. So how much be this ones where you shade for here?
1,000. At times we dey sell to 1,500.
So how much be the least? Now they sell like 500.
We dey sell now, depends as it take big. the size like this size so na 1,000 but if it's small pass like we sell at 500.
Now the same amount I say they said the one way ripe and the one way not ripe.
Now the same amount 500 to 1,000 so we take the shade down.
So this plantain now they said some people they use cardboard say they make am ripe. So how person go take know the one way na cardboard they use?
The way go take know like cardboard e not go red like this, e go dey white. Then if you touch the skin like this, the skin go dey strong. Then if you feel if e like say e ripe like this type so when they here like this so if you peel at the side go dey white. But the ones where you not use the cardboard for if you cut I go dey normal red color. That is the difference and you not go get taste cardboard that be the difference and if e ripe much go dey melt. That be the difference but the ones where they not use cardboard for even though you leave am for 5 days e go ripe small they go inside but cardboard you go just touch ordinary water. That is the difference.
So now the season of planting will dey so like.
Na the season be this.
So which time if you say this season go end or if you say planting will come dey there?
As from April when they don dey plant here planting don dey go. Now na be the season for planting.
So now if you there now this one wey you shade 1,500 how much you take sell it?
2,000.
So how much na take una come take carry the bunch? Just say na bunch na dey carry am.
No na dozen 12. If you don there like as from April now this one will fit buy at 70,000 75 for the dozen yes. Then the ones when the big the first seller will sell at 80 90 for dozen. But now we dey buy 35 40 because plantain don come out well.
Plantain but for this side na plantain na cooking for this side o everything if they carry come they go think say e many but e no dey cheap o as e just many but e no dey cheap na there a dozen now we can buy it 30,000 we go dey sell am 3,025 anyhow we see am we go still sell am na the one wey na cover be this one when I don wrap so I still dey sell unripe together I will use am dey do amala plantain amala e dey we wrap one now we go see dey take am do elubo for emieki have yakinya and so we dey do am.
So mama this one we don overripe well so shey na different price they sell am for?
Different price this one now we can sell it cheap. Okay. We can sell it the one we for sell 1,000 we sell am 500 because make e no go spoil finish sell am anglish we so far we sell the money put for bucket na so we dey take sell am.
So this one now we don ripe now wetin dey use am take this one be say because e be like wetin don almost spoil.
This one now we dey use am dey mix am with eba people when they not sabi chop garri like that to make eba they go pound the brown plantain wey don melt so they go pound am join am pound am for a moza e go come smooth like pounded yam na so we dey use am.
So na that one dey use am take
they dey use am do emieki when they dey eat so na this one they dey take mix am with this elubo mix am together na so we dey use this one. Because you no go let person fry idodo now e don overripe for idodo that is why we dey do am like that.
So mama also the one wey never ripe at all the price na say dey sell am e dear pass the one wey don ripe.
Na this ripe one dey dear pass unripe. We go sell this one at 1,000 but unripe now we can sell it 1,000 or 6.
Why this one called dear pass the one wey never ripe?
You know say this idodo student dey like am well that is why we dey sell am like na im make am student dey carry am go school. Na him make am.
So mama that time wey the plantain dey how much na take dey carry dey say na dey carry am bundle.
Na dozen we dey buy na dem dey buy if you dozen plantain dey there now we dey buy 30,000 for bunch 35,000 for bunch for dozen I mean we go dey sell one bunch 3,025 na so we dey sell am.
When e dey there.
We dey sell 3,025 but if you dey there 5,004 na we dey sell.
So like when you feel say plantain now go because they say na the season we dey.
Na the season we dey now.
So when e go comot for season?
Before I just say next month now. Next month plantain go cost because breeze go fall all the whole plantain for bush. We no go dey see plantain again. God will come make jige. We no dey see plantain na that side dey there.
So mama they say some plantain they use cardboard till they make am ripe.
We no dey use cardboard o. Like me now they always see an army cover for here now because I go shop for inside I know they put carb, I don't they put anything. Pepper rice, that leaf when they take side rice. Now we they put for inside so that it go fine. As in one wrap, you will put and take cover am. Now lay down one they use. Some people feel use it, but me no they use.
So how you take know the one where they use carbad?
The one where they you put carbad, if you buy am, before a minute it go melt. And you go say no say na carbad o. But if for market like this, you no go know. They go tell you say carbad no dey. But because person no go know. But when you want fry and now I don't melt, it go spoil. I make am. We know they know. Because some people really they use carbad o. Now I don't wrap. If you don't cover today, they break it all right. But this one at 3 days go cooperate. It go suffer right by himself. Carbad o me not like her because I go shop for inside.
So this one way ripe now, eh? If maybe I buy this one now way ripe, say I won't keep am for like a week, I will take keep am may not spoil.
Reach a week, it go spoil. Yes. Now 3 days it go still. If you carry am now, you will go cut her, you put am for water. 3 days. If you pass 3 days, you no go good again. A week it go spoil.
So I must put am inside water. What did the water they do for am?
The water go make am dey strong, you know they melt. If you drop pieces and put am for water, as it be so now still go be for 3 days, you know they shake. But if you pass 3 days, you go drink water, you no go good again.
So, transport first they affect the price when they sell plantain. Money when they
so transport today affect now because if you go back for far place now from village come reach here, transport go chop the money. That is why the plantain they cost like that. But if you will buy for here, it go cheap for us. Transport go comot. If you carry a car now, wait till you go back for village 30,000. If you reach here now, you buy at 35,000 because transport is not there. If you get luck, you can buy it 30,000, the same amount.
What if you buy directly from the farmer, person where they farm the plantain? The difference there, say you buy them for market.
Yes, now people when they go farm, if you would join those people, they are all they cheap because they go sell and cheap. Because if the person don't buy for their hand, they need their anything. You go buy for their hand, you call the seller. But if you buy for people when they get farm, it go cheap for you.
Findings from our market survey show that the price of plantain is shaped by activities along its journey from the farm to the market. Challenges at every stage, production, transportation and distribution, have a direct impact on what consumers eventually pay. While traders say they are struggling to balance rising costs with consumer affordability, consumers say the price of plantain has influenced how often and how much they buy. Many now opt for smaller quantities or adjust their meal plan to manage expenses. For farmers and traders, plantain remain a vital source of livelihood. For consumers, it remains a daily food choice. Understanding this journey helps us to explain the changes in market price. The process of plantain farming starts with the sow. Long before plantain appears on market store, farmers spend months preparing the land, planting suckers and tending the crops through rain and dry season. For land clearing and planting to regular maintenance and harvesting, each stage of farming process requires time, labor and money. This effort, though often unseen, plays a major role in determining the price of plantain by the time it reaches the market.
Apart from the prices of plantain, we also get to understand that even the spoiled plantain are also valuable as they are used for plantain pudding, which is also known as a miaki, and also amala. So overall, the price of plantain here in the market is quite affordable because currently we are in the season of plantain. You can get the least bunch of plantain for 500 naira. Yes, I know, right? So that is it on today's edition on Market Survey. I am Stephanie Notoriua. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
ITV, certainly the best.
some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Emobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari, yari, Oba Tope!
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers. the Ekoko masquerades from Ute village, whose cult is connected with Obaeware and his mother, Elere, appear on this occasion to bless the Oba. Ekoko is a ritual masquerade that dances to please the guests and the Oba.
ITV, certainly the best.
and welcome to WIC Women in Conversation, where women talk about women. Here we discuss things that are happening around women. We try to make sense on those things that you might think does not make sense. We try to bring meaning to things that you think does not have meaning. And we sit here to talk about women to make us understand that we can do anything that we put our hearts to do. That's how it is here on WIC. Thank you for joining us again. I'm Patricia Uremu Gabriels. And of course, I'm not always sitting here alone. I do this with my sisters. I call them my sisters because they are my sisters. Every woman is my sister. We are women's keepers. So we look at our back for each other. So they are my sisters. On my left, I have Mercy. Mercy is a certified nurse who talked about menopause with us the last time we were here. Mercy.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
You look so pretty. I guess it's the Christmas season.
Really? Yeah, there's no difference anyway.
Really? Okay. I'm coming to come and steal that beauty from you. And then on my right, I have Gift. Gift is the banker in the house. Of course, she came with money today to share to every one of us for the Christmas gift.
Good day. It's such a pleasure being here.
I want to take your hair. Once the program is over, I'll take your hair from you. And I have Abigail. Abigail is the English person here. Yes, she is the English person because she is the CEO of Poised for Excellence Finishing School. You must finish school. That's what Abigail will always tell you. Abigail, welcome to the program.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for joining us out there. Today we're going to be starting with a special episode. Well, not that special, but it is special because we're talking about men. You know, usually we don't want to talk about men, elaborate things about men, but today we're going to do that. We're going to do something different. We're talking on polygamy, and you know, we hear men say they are polygamous in nature. We always hear a lot of men, not all of them anyways, but most men say they are polygamous in nature. I want to find out today, how do they come about this statement? Are they really polygamous in nature?
I really don't know how they came about the statement of them being polygamous. If men are polygamous, then we also are polygamous. Because the eyes you use in seeing people outside, we also have that eyes. So I think it's just a statement of an excuse for them to do whatever they want to do. You see a lady outside and you admire the lady. Yes, we can see a guy, a good-looking guy too, and admire them. You know, so I think it's just the excuse, statement of excuse they use whenever they feel like they want to have their way and do some things, you know, because I don't think it's actually right. Men are not polygamous in nature. It is their eyes and their hearts that is
polygamous.
Yes.
Okay, but they quote some parts from the Bible.
And well,
they will tell you, is it Abraham or somebody had two wives? You know, exactly. So that's their excuse, not excuse now. For them, it's not an excuse. That is the reality for them. That's why they say they're polygamous in nature.
Okay, now if we go by that, starting from Genesis, when God created, He created them man and woman.
Exactly.
Not women.
Not man and women. Not Adam, Eve, Rachel, or Rebecca. It was just Adam and Eve. So if there was anything like that, it would have started from the beginning. And if you check through the Bible, anything God has got to do is got to do with God and His bride. Husband and bride. Husband and wife. Bridegroom and the groom, or bride and the groom. So tell me where they get this their sense. It is still the same thing, just as my sister said, is the excuse for them to cheat.
Yeah.
There is nothing like that. Now, if you think about it, Abraham went for 2 wives. How was his end? What was the end of the 2 of them? It came about malice, you know, resentments, contention, and all that. Sarah began to feel, I'm not loved. This one is preferred more than this. And then the whole house began to be in chaos until God still stepped in and said, drive her away. So let's be realistic. It has always been a man and a woman. So it's the excuse. Check the story of Solomon. They give us excuse also. Solomon's heart was turned away from God because of different women.
Yeah.
So when you have different women, trust me, your heart and everything about you will be chaotic.
Because one is just enough for you to deal with.
One
One is a whole lot.
It's a whole
now
lot.
then you bring into Haba.
Okay, let me come to you. I had a guest who came on a program, not this program, another program that I anchor, and he's not agreeing to what we are discussing here.
Okay.
He has 4 or 5 wives, and he told me 3 more to come. That the 3 more are being prepared outside to bring them in. And then he told me that they do not fight, they live together, and that he has peace more than a man that has 1 wife. And he also said, for the financial aspect, that these women, he's a big person, so he has different kind of businesses, and he decides to put, okay, you held this business. So they are into competition to see who brings more money back home at the end of every month, or every 3 months, or every 6 months. Do you think this can happen in a polygamous home?
Well, I think it's really difficult to find such kind of coexistence between. In fact, one woman is. One woman is peace already. Now, when you have 2, you have 3. Well, I don't know what he's doing, except he's going to share his secret with us, and that's what I just want to say.
He promised to bring them for this program.
But for a woman to peacefully coexist with
another woman,
not 1, not 2, not 3,
with our nature of jealousy.
There's something fundamentally wrong. Yeah. It is either they are just there, so let me remain here, so I'm taking
for the gain
off the streets, or the gain. Exactly. Now, if he has given them the opportunity to head a business, I think that could be a
financial
for the gain.
Yes, for the gain.
Yeah.
Like, okay, at least there is something I'm doing. I may not be so happy in the house, but there is something, maybe a value I'm contributing. It's not maybe the love
and which
that
religion
genuinely connects them
and
together.
their religion. If they are Muslims,
that is what you come in prepared.
Okay, that's where I'm going to come in. Do you think that, okay, they're Muslims, like you said, if they're Muslims, they come in prepared. But you said women have this tendency of being a jealous person. Do Muslims women don't get jealous? Is that what you're trying to say?
They do.
So
I've had friends, they do. The only thing is, there's something I always talk about, this thing, belief system.
Yeah.
It has gotten into their head. You don't get jealous of the other. But let's be honest. No man can love 2 women equally.
The same.
Never. I don't care what their religion tells them. You must love them the same way. It can never be.
Why do you say that?
Let truth be told. Even with God, the grace given to you is quite different from what is given to me. You might be given the grace, to do exploits in your TV shows and all that. I'm given the grace to do exploits in my nursing work. So is it the same? No. The way God deals with you, the way you understand God, the way you understand things is quite different, and that is just the way it is. Let's be honest. In the so-called other religion, now there will surely be one that is good on bed. The other one is more understanding. The way he loves this one is because she is good on bed. When it comes to I want to make love, I'm always talking about this nonsense. People always say I don't want to.
Because I like to talk about it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
I think
That's just it.
women are
I
jealous
know.
naturally.
Naturally. It's
Naturally, yeah.
I
That's
think
how
I
we're
saw,
wired.
No, it wasn't a clip, a picture of a man getting married to a second wife, and the first wife was forced to sit beside him. At a certain point during that ceremony, she started crying.
Yeah, this
And
movie.
yeah,
It was a movie.
this movie, it was a
Yes,
movie.
yes, 7 doors.
Seven Doors.
Yes,
Yeah, it was
I
a
felt
movie.
the pain.
Like
Wow.
it was happening to me.
I felt humiliated.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Okay, then you saw it in a movie.
Yeah.
I have seen it in a real life. Delta State, where I come from, especially the Yoruba men, they marry more than one wife.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, is a chain of tradition for them. It's you're a man when you have more than one wife. And so they have taken it to a different level these days that they could pay the bride price of 2-3 women on the same day. They all wear the same uniform, they all come for the party, dance, and they're being sprayed. So what's your take on that?
Well,
Do you think there's still no jealousy?
My sister talked about carrying different graces. For me, I don't think I'm graced with that kind of. There are women who can fit into this thing, and you'll be like, "How are you coping?"
I
But
still
she tells
believe
you
I
it's
think
nothing.
they
boiling
cope,
down.
they cope with the fact that they already have this belief and
Exactly.
this mentality. So whenever the
They've been
jealousy
nurtured-
sets in,
yes,
they talk to themselves because you came in with this, you saw this, you are already like they have been prepared. For
your
this.
mother, their mothers will
Yeah,
even
would have
tell
told them, yeah,
woman
so-
know they drive, woman come up for house.
Exactly.
So
you know that
it's
mentality.
the same belief system from childhood. They've been told,
So
always expected that you would have a second.
So
And that is why you have this Yoruba notion. "Ẹgbà tó fi nà ìyálé, ló máa fi nà ìyàwó." So they have that notion that I would always have a rival.
Exactly.
But however it is, I have come to live with it.
But it still doesn't
But
mean
it doesn't
that the
mean that
jealousy
they are not
is
jealous.
there.
It is
Never.
No, definitely.
Okay.
Except the man don't want to be honest.
He is not.
Tell me
Let's
he
be
has
honest.
100%
He is
peace in
not
that
honest.
house.
Never.
Okay. Very recently, polygamy has been very common. Okay, very recently it's been very common, and you find these young girls, little girls, even going into this.
Yeah. They are not going there for love.
So that's what I want
True.
to ask. Okay, is it that they're going there to be taken off the street and answer or bear the Mrs. thing, because there's this notion that women are more than men in Nigeria
Of
or
course.
in the world as it is
A
right
poor
now?
part is not
So
okay.
is it that some of them get into this marriage thing just to bear the name Mrs. Because I've had some of them say that.
I
Some
doubt.
would even give you the scriptural backup that there will be a point in life where
Seven women
to
one man.
one man, and they'll be like, okay, let's just
It's happening
bear
now.
your
It's
name.
happening
It's
now.
already
It's happening now.
It's happening now.
That's why
Especially with the little young girls.
There
they're
must
doing
be
that.
something
And
they
I
are
think even in the
gaining.
more developed world, I heard women don't want to work anymore. They have rich guys, they get pregnant for them,
And then you take care of me and the
and
child.
you have like 3 or 4 fathers. So they are sending in money,
Baby
and then
mamas.
you're
It's
doing
the
well. You
game.
don't really need
It's
to
not
hustle
about.
or do
It's
so
not
much.
about love, because I was discussing with someone before this section started, and then I was letting him know that, see, most times some of these things is not based on love. It's for the gain. Someone like me, it's not about the gain. I want to love you. You must love me back. And whereas you can't love me back, I have issues with you.
Sorry to cut you, sis. I'm not going to agree to just be in the game because we have 4 guys. And
Who
you
are
see
doing
them
that?
with the 2-3 women
Yeah.
in
Are
one
you-
room
are
apartment.
you sure?
Yes.
So
Are
what-
you
no, no, no.
sure they
For
knew?
poor guys, I think
Are you
that
sure
would be
they
for their
never knew?
religions.
Yes, it's either
That
their
would be the
religion.
No,
religion.
no, no, no. I have
Poor
seen,
guys,
I
a
have
woman-
seen a poor guy doing that it doesn't have to do with religion. Probably he's not even a Muslim. Like you said, in his one
Yes,
room,
I
he's
have
having
seen.
2-3 women.
Then in that case, it would be like, I
Did-
just want to be a married woman.
No.
That's what I
Funny
think.
Yeah, I
enough,
just want to
at
be
the
off
beginning,
That's what I
street.
think.
at the beginning, some of this secondary and tertiary, let me call it like that. The first one is nursery, the second one is primary, the third one is secondary, and then the next one is tertiary, because you see that tertiary is wiser than these remaining 3. Yes, the more the women, the wiser they become. Why do I say so? The first one is coming from the love.
Yeah, the first one usually comes
Always
with
love.
love.
Yeah.
Yeah, love.
Love. And then the second one is coming for competition.
Exactly. Yeah.
The third one is coming to possess.
It's coming for Gbasgbos.
How do you want it? Eja alo.
It's either you allow me
And
to
then
sit or
the
you
third
move.
one,
The fourth one.
I mean the fourth one
To
is
show
coming
off.
to show off. Kill any. If you have it,
Everything.
he
You wouldn't
would
have brought
still
me
come.
in.
Exactly.
Okay, so that means women are polygamous too.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
So if they,
No
So it's the
one has
control.
excuse.
Yeah,
I
that's no
just think
excuse.
It is an issue of indiscipline.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's just the issue.
It's
You
just-
cannot take your eyes off it. And it doesn't wait until it gets to marriage. It starts as little as I have this phone and I'm looking at a phone because I really need to have it. It starts from things as little as that. If not properly curbed in children, it will grow, and when they grow, this is when they
it's manifest.
feel
Not being contented.
Exactly.
Exactly. So it's coming from a place of indiscipline.
That's when you see
so
them
as a
say-
woman, do you think women too don't have guys they see and they have these butterflies in their tummy? Do you think they can't approach? Some women are bold, they would approach.
Yeah.
But most women are kind of reserved.
Reserved.
You know. But a man, the moment he sees he wants to start spending, he wants to start doing that. No,
Start spending.
it is
That sounds nice.
indiscipline.
And that's when they tell you,
But
a
that's
man
just what is it.
cannot eat a goosey alone.
Oh,
He has to
yes,
eat
exactly. But the
ogbono
woman has
today.
been eating just told me up there.
You have to be
Without
eating
the
your
real
baby.
for
her. I feel for her.
And then the next thing they will tell us is because you're a woman, this is how you're wired to be, stay one place. So the man should be moving up and
And
down.
then even when you go to
That's
complain to your
true.
mother,
Yeah.
she's telling you
That's
are
how
the
they
woman.
are. Behave.
So that's why the men are
Pray
saying
for them.
they have this
the funny
polygamy
thing is that they are even risking the life of those women they claim they love.
Exactly.
I've seen a woman that was admitted in a hospital and she took 6 pints of blood, and when I began to make inquiries, I found out that this woman is ex-wife. XYZ, HIV positive. And she never knew. It was through her husband she contacted it. And this man has been treating himself for over 5 years. How did he contact it? Tell me.
From the egusi
But this
soup.
woman
From
has
the
been
egusi
from
soup.
the egusi soup and ogbono soup and
Ogbono soup.
efori roll. Exactly. So now tell me, you're polygamous in nature. Number one, you're risking your life. Your health is at
Your
risk.
health is at risk.
The health of your children are at risk.
That's just the
The
physical
health
one.
of virtually everybody around you are at risk.
Spiritually.
Many people think it's just all about
Spiritually, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So many people think it's just all about HIV, Monlo. What about hepatitis B?
Talk to us
True.
about hepatitis B.
I think it should be a topic for
No,
another
talk to
day.
us on hepatitis B. Really, is it a sickness that is contagious?
Yeah, it
Is it contagious?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
Sweat to sweat.
Sweat, yeah.
Really?
You kiss, you can call. It's even HIV is even a
it's-
junior brother
yes,
to hepatitis
yeah,
B.
hepatitis B is so contagious that even
Very,
your housemate,
very, yes.
But
your
is it
housemate.
common?
It is, but many
Yes,
people do not
don't
even
know
know.
about it. Yeah,
Many people do not even know.
especially people that have housemaid. I tell people make sure they get tested for hepatitis B. It's
From
very-
time to time, it is
Yeah.
very essential. And there's a vaccine for
Are there
it.
symptoms for it?
There are lots of symptoms. Most times you see the person is kind of yellowish in the eyes. You know,
Okay, that's what we call yellow fever.
kind of, not really. To a layman, kind of. There are many symptoms it has. You see yourself always dehydrated also. And that's why they will always tell them to hydrate themselves. Do you understand? Weakness, it comes to weakness, fever, different. I
But
mean, different.
it's only the person that has it that has the symptoms. You can't
Sure
just
now,
see.
yes. And you know there are different types of hepatitis.
Tell us.
There is
Hepatitis
B,
B.
there is C, there is E. Yes,
okay.
there is even A. Yes, and some via some factors, it could be, it could be treated. But there are some that you just have to live with it all your life.
Wow.
Sure.
Really?
Yes.
Let's go on a short break. We'll be back to continue hepatitis B. It's not a discussion for today, but I mean, we have a nurse in the house. Welcome back. We're still here on WIC. My name is Patricia Uremu Gabriels, and I'm still here with my sisters talking about polygamy. But you know, when we're talking about polygamy, something else came up, and we're discussing that we were talking about hepatitis B, how serious it is in human, and Mercy was dealing with that. Mercy.
See, most times, if when we come to the country we are in, you can't be too careful. Because most times, even when you're careful, you don't even know how you come in contact with most of those diseases. Hepatitis B can be gotten from different ways. And that is why men that claim they are polygamous in nature, know it that you have a license to get hepatitis B. 100%. You come in contact with only God knows how many women. How are you sure of their health status?
Maybe they will check before.
No.
Really?
Men
Do they remember to do that?
Men judge the book by its cover.
True.
Once she's clean, nice makeup,
Oh, wow.
they feel she's okay.
The next thing they tell you, love at first sight. I was asking somebody behind the camera, I was like, what do you know is love at first sight? I don't even believe in that word, love
I
at
also
first
do
sight.
not.
Let's leave that for another day.
Okay. No, I know who you were asking. I know who you were asking.
We Nigerians, both men and women, especially the so-called polygamous in nature, please be careful. Hepatitis B is a disease. In short, it's a virus you live with for life.
Okay, let me ask you one more question before we move on to men and polygamy. For hepatitis B, is there a vaccine that is to be taken as a newborn child?
Yes, it's not a vaccine. There is an injection which is given to a child within 48 hours when the child is delivered.
So what about as an adult, like I am now?
There
You've
is a
told
vaccine.
me about it, and I'm scared already. I'm worried.
You need not to be worried. Just go and get yourself tested.
Okay.
And then if you're free from it, there is a vaccine. Yeah. But truth is, it's not free.
How common it's this?
It's very common, let's be honest.
Okay, like someone said behind the camera, she said there's no awareness.
Yes, there's not enough awareness because I don't really know why. Because trust me, for me, hepatitis B is even more dangerous and very easy to contact compared to HIV.
Really?
Yes. We enter bus every day, You sit down with somebody and you're not even sure. Exactly. Like this morning while I was coming, oh my God, at the time I began to, I was like, God help me, God I beg.
Not just even
do you understand?
Market.
And exactly, you go to like this season, you are going to like Oshodi and you are scrubbing your body with virtually everybody on the road. The conductor is standing and collecting money and rubbing it all over you.
Oh no, I saw a video a colleague sent to me for Lagos Island.
Lagos Island
is today at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah. Wow, this morning
it was like the whole Nigeria was there. And I was like, 9:30
Where are they getting this money? Because I really need it.
I was going to say that. money no dey, market dey full. How now?
And that's why
there's a spirit of Christmas.
That's why we were told take it easy in drinking now. Because people have money.
Our father gave us an
advice. So hepatitis B, everybody should be very careful. And from time to time, at least every 3 months on a norm, you should go to check yourself.
Where can we go check?
Health centers, hospitals.
Is there a fee to be paid for that?
Honestly, it's supposed to be free. But
the Nigeria that we are.
Exactly.
Okay.
Normally, the vaccine also should be free, but
go check out your hepatitis B status. It's very important.
Yes,
it's very, very important. I never knew it was this bad until she mentioned it. And thank you for bringing it up, really, because it wasn't part of our discussion for today. But we're going to be going back to the polygamy thing. And for polygamy, I have a story to share. This story has to do with a man and a woman. Let me just read through the story and then we'll take it up from there. He divorced his wife of 22 years for his daughter's best friend.
Wow.
So divorcing his wife and going for his daughter's best friend. And then along the line, he lost his legs and hands in an accident.
Wow.
And his new wife, who is the daughter's best friend, abandoned him.
Of course.
Okay. And now he expects his wife to come back and take care of him. And the wife is saying, I'm no more your wife. Why do you want me to come and take care of you? Do you think the wife is being wicked at this point?
Okay. No. She's not. Wicked as in how?
Because everybody is saying, or rather people will say, family will say, 22 years, you had children together, you know how we say.
There was no more. I'm sure 22 years ended from the day you divorced me. So there was nothing between us.
Exactly.
So why would you?
I'm sure no family member
will go to
meet her.
It's not mandatory. If she wants to,
out of the goodwill.
Out of love. It could be out of love
Probably she loved him so much.
And still love him because
And
love can.
let's be honest, if that woman goes back, he will see Shege Pro Max. If he had, that's the
He
truth.
might not.
If
If
he-
she
if
actually
she
goes
actually
back for
loves
yes,
him,
yes.
If she actually loves
him,
she will. Trust me, she can never be happy.
No. I don't think so.
No, I don't.
It will be a burden in her life because this is a man that I loved that was complete.
No, before she actually thinks and agreed to go back, she must
Something
have fought.
made.
No, I don't think
I
the
doubt
man.
any woman will just walk in and go back to such.
No, that doesn't say. If she actually goes
doubt.
back,
Most
because
women
will
I
not.
doubt.
But if she goes back because
She's
of
going
love,
for something.
No,
Do you think there will be love, sir?
No.
No, truly.
No, truly, she
you
might
could
still
love
be
really,
in
really
love.
well.
Yeah.
That you could decide.
Yeah,
you know,
to
you
go
don't
back.
even need people to tell you.
Exactly.
You could just decide and
To
say,
just
well,
for
I love him.
for sake of those days.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
let me
good
just
old
take
days.
care of him.
But there's
She
a
can't
but.
be happy.
Let me tell you, Mercy, I understand where you're going. There will be a but there.
There will be a but.
When the problem becomes too much for her.
Exactly, it becomes a burden to
and
her.
then she begins to nag.
She will
I
begin to
mean,
nag. She
leave
can't
me
be
alone.
happy.
You didn't you dump me for another person?
Exactly.
and
So
all
tell
that?
me.
Yes.
That is why they say love can never be enough. It can never be enough. There are many things that love cannot cover for. It doesn't matter what it is. It will only last for a while. We are not God. It's only God
True,
that will
true,
bear you
man,
till the next and even send his only begotten son to die.
True.
Nobody wants to do that.
Nobody wants to
Even
die
if
for
she
you.
does, she loves you. At the beginning, she will think, okay, I can manage. But first, that woman going back, number one, that man has little pepper.
Money. Is it money?
Yeah.
Could you just say it so that the viewers
Money.
will understand?
Substances. So that even if that man later buy, she has something to gain.
Fall onto.
Let's be honest. See, I like being realistic. That's the truth. No woman will just go back. You've divorced me. You called me a nobody. You said my breast has gotten flat like slippers. I am now old model. And then
went
you
for
go
my
for a
daughter.
small girl that will call me mother. And you expect me to come back to you with love? I will come back because of what you have. I will take care of you, but trust me, that man will see Shege Pro Max. Let's be honest, it will surely happen at the end, because when she gets to the stage of she has carried you here, and during the process, Christ.
So do we all agree with her?
Agree or not?
yeah, but there are some that will do that, and there are
Have
some
you
people
seen
that
any?
will actually it's probably 2 in 100 that would actually go back and actually take care of the man. Why? Because they just want to do that for probably the love they had, the love they shared, and not have anything. Do you understand? There are some people that can do that.
But let me let you know another reason why that woman, if the man's family are sensible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because
If
at
the
that
man's
point,
family are sensible, can you elaborate
sensible,
on that?
you know, there are families that are a whole lot.
That didn't support
Let me
the
use
man
this
in-
word. They are cumbersome. In the sense that there is nothing their brother does that is
That is
bad.
wrong. Oh, yeah.
They would even tell you he is a good and responsible man. And then you're looking at this person that, oh shit, that left a woman that suffered with him for 22 years and went for a small girl. He's responsible. That family is sick. That must be a narcissist.
The man or the family?
Probably the family of narcissist. Maybe.
What's your take on this?
They wouldn't even have that courage to.
Yes, they won't.
approach
Yeah,
her.
they won't. They won't. They
To
won't.
come back.
Exactly.
Yeah, to come back.
No, they don't say so. There are families that will. What
Like
are
they
you
would
talking-
actually go and come and meet
Wow.
after you're
22
22
years.
and you've
No,
left
no,
me.
no, wait. They were watching when you brought in the young girl he got married to.
The daughter's friend, don't forget that.
The daughter's friend. Like, okay, that should be like the
They will
woman's
tell
daughter.
you because
No, come
they
on.
will tell you for the sake of your kids.
My kids are fine. If my daughter is of that age and she has a friend, she's an adult already.
Trust me, there are
She's an
families
adult
that will
already.
have that boldness.
No,
and
no,
come
no,
on
no,
with
no,
you.
no, no.
Okay. Okay. We would like to know. We would like to.
No going back, no turning back.
Exactly.
No.
Thank you.
Because
no woman will want to go
like
back.
I don't have a self.
Exactly. Yes.
No.
It looks as if you're from nowhere.
You threw me out and then
Thank
you
you.
want me to walk in the night. No. Let's do this.
When
You
a
threw me
woman
out
does
in the
better,
day,
when
and then you
want me to come back at night.
No, that same energy you had that time when you were bringing in the young fresh blood, that energy you would use it to come back.
The energy you had when you were bringing in the young fresh blood.
No,
anyway, we would like to know what you think about this. Do you think you want to come back and take care of your beloved husband?
Wow.
Or you want to
really beloved,
or you want to stay far away from him? Or some people will say, let me just go take care of him for the sake of the children that we had together. Anyway, we'd like to know your take on this. We've come to the end of today's program. My name is Patricia Uremugebros. Join us again same time next week. Thank you.
ITV, certainly the best.
Waiting they happen.
Yeah, your papa, yeah, your mama. Hello! Love you better for you. Hello! We get small for your man. I every not be there. Hello! Anything that you do, if you do it, everybody go follow your footsteps. Hello! Franchise! You know, say this fasting period now, Muslims, men and women, they are fasting. Bros, what don't know? And the fast, where my friend? Come on. Let me smart you know. I come visit some of my Muslim brothers and sisters today. How you doing now? Nice to see you.
I want to pray.
You want to go pray?
Yeah.
And before prayer start, I want to ask, what will be this important? Why Muslim they pray, they fast this kind of time? When they fast?
As a Muslim, they prescribe but not upon us say we must fast during Ramadan, the month of Ramadan. You know, say Islamic calendar they different from the normal calendar. And the 9th month of the Islamic calendar be this. And it they prescribed to us by Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala say when it reach this month, we be Ramadan, we supposed to fast. And now ways to also stay close to God, create piety, more see day close to God. And in the month of the Quran. So as a Muslim, in this month, if month of Ramadan reach you and you be Muslim, you suppose fast. People when they exempted to fast, and people when be say they sick, people when be say if na woman you get belle, or woman when they see a period and other, or maybe you dey travel and you know it's not a long distance, if you not fast. But if you know they sick and you not get any other circumstances and you dey fit, you suppose to fast as a Muslim.
Because of this fasting, all those your chicken and rice and shawarma when you be chop in the morning and in the afternoon, you're not going to chop them again. Why?
Because when sun when sun take rise, can't reach when sun go set. I'm not supposed to eat all those things. Now for 29 or 30 days, 9 days for, and I suppose follow them for continuously. Now
this kind of fasting times. Plus, you know they do barbati.
No, you know if you tell lies, you know go fit eat food like this. You know they touch. Normally, no, ideally you're not supposed to even touch you, man. You not go fit even touch you, man. You not go do any bad. You not go fit tell lies. You go try your best. Me you dey truthful. You try your best. Me you dey kind to people. Ideally, you're supposed to be kind to people, but you go increase your level of ibadah. That's your level of.
As a Christian now.
Nam.
and my babe now come be Muslim.
Yes.
You may say this kind Ramadan month now.
Yes.
Any action no fit happen between
me and her? It no go fit happen. It not supposed to happen, no. So even Ramadan month come even make am days. She said, it no go fit happen. It not supposed to happen. It go leave you. It go leave you.
But some Muslims they start them. They know they fit finish. Some Muslim brothers and sisters when they watch us now, they start the fasting, but they not fit finish the fasting. No.
May Almighty Allah make it easy for them. But you supposed to finish. Maybe in a condition, maybe they're not going to be fine. But you supposed to finish the fasting. It they prescribe upon you.
Momo, nice to see you. We'll see for street. For street.
We'll see for studio.
We'll see for studio. Don't worry. Okay, okay, look, I can see one of my friends. Hey, whoa! I can greet you today. I can greet you today. Anytime I come here, you know they always they did this your office.
They always busy.
They always busy.
What do you come here?
This month of Ramadan, why Muslims, men and women and youths, why they fast? Some they fast though, why some not they fast? But what will be the importance of this fasting case?
This fasting is very important. It's very important because it's among the 5 pillars of Islam. After you collect kalma shahad, la ilaha illallah, then followed by 5 obligatory prayers, then fasting is among the 5 pillars of Islam. If you accept Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you accept la ilaha illallah, then you know perform fasting, you are negative, you are very sorry, you are not a full Muslim. And because of even our holy Al-Quran say Shahr Ramadan Zal fihi al-Quran wal Huda. You understand? So it means this month of Ramadan is fully inside of our holy Quran. So we're not taking the play. Unfortunately, you will see somebody, small boy, 12 years old, they try to practice the fasting because he's observed saying his father they do fasting, his mother they do fasting. So it's very important. Any Muslim, when they call himself Muslim, you know do fasting. Just tell him sorry. It's not. It's a peg. It's a peg. Peg Muslim, honestly, my brother. Tell him peg before you come to me. If you come to me, I know where I'll put him according to Islam.
But if person they fast, which kind of person Muslim not go do?
When you do fast, you focus. Even to talk too much, it's not allowed. You remain that it's a issue between you and Almighty Allah. You understand? You focus to read Holy Quran. You always read Holy Quran. You understand? And no cheat, no commit crime, no deceive, no talk lie. It's against the.
You not go chop chicken and rice and fried rice.
Lie until
better soup, better food.
Until 7 o'clock or 7:15 in the evening. If you try and test that, you don't enter obese.
But this kind of time, Muslim man and woman supposed to do good things.
Fully to assist. If you are a rich man, you understand. Like me now, I'm not rich, but immediately time reach to break fasting, I will buy dabino, even though like 1,000 naira to share for my people. It's what I get. But somebody when he get million, you will pitch share for people. You will get more blessing.
You know some government now, as for Kano for Sokoto, then they even for other states, then they cook. Say after fasting, they go chop.
Not chop. That is blessing, progress. That is past Ramadan period.
I greet you.
ITV International.
Confirm.
I trust you.
So my people, now the Ramadan month now with this so Ramadan. This is the time when Muslim brothers and sisters that they fast. I greet to mommy, well done. Muslims they fast. However, they ask them, what will be the importance of this fasting for this month of Ramadan? You go see so this kind of time now, Muslims now they fast in the evening. They can't chop well. But like for a month now, they go they fast. They go they fast. They go they fast. Then they fast for everywhere. As far as you are a Muslim, this month of Ramadan, now fasting. And they say during this fasting, they Muslims know they do some kind church things. Okay, I dey see you. Are you a Muslim?
I'm Muslim.
You dey fast?
I dey fasting.
Why you go dey fast? What did this fasting mean to you? Why is it important?
They sweet me.
They sweet to say you not chop from in the morning till this kind of the evening.
It sweet me, I like it. As I dey so thankful.
During this fasting, you go cheat person.
What? No, go forbid.
You not fit cheat person.
At all. At all.
You curse person.
I can't beat any woman be.
During fasting.
I dey tell you.
But you dey hungry now.
I'm not hungry. I'm not in hunger as I did so.
You're not hungry now?
I swear.
Give me your account. I want to buy you chicken and fried rice now. You go chop it now.
Give me my account. 2282.
Wallahi. I greet you. I'm okay. Alaji, how's everything now? How the family?
Thank you, sir.
I don't see I'm saying this period, this Ramadan month now fasting.
Fasting.
Why you dey fast? Why is it important to you to be fast?
The fasting na very important. The fasting na better person. If be Muslim, it carry fasting 30 days. 6 and 7 and 5 o'clock in the morning, in the night. If we go break in the around 7 o'clock, I go break at the chop for food.
Okay, today now, when you want to chop food in the which kind of time? In the evening?
In the evening around 7 o'clock.
Around 7?
7.
Okay, what of in the morning? Which kind of time you take chop?
Morning, around 4.
4? Then you don't go drink water, you don't go chop anything till 7?
At 7, I not chop anything.
Hungry not go finish you?
It not go finish me. Now God will go help me.
During this fasting, you go to tell God many things.
Yes.
You go tell him, say, make Allah help you.
Allah help me.
Make Allah open the way.
Yes. Thank you. All right.
God,
thank you.
Shall I go answer the prayer?
Thank
you. Month of Ramadan, fasting. No, this man not be Muslim. You are not a Muslim because this kind of time, you know, say you want chop suya, chop all these things.
I tell you, say they chop. No be chop the trouble. Now me they sell.
Now you the seller?
Now me the seller. Now they help my wife now. No.
They help your wife?
Yes.
Hey, this thing don't enter my. Hey, whoa!
I know they help my wife.
Hey! I want to go catch the Muslim when one chopper now because this kind of time you are not supposed to eat.
Yeah, you want chop?
Okay, come on for it first. Our business now.
We thank God, sir.
But why you dey fast? You will be Muslim. Why it is important? How it affect you this fasting?
The fasting no affect me. The meaning of the fasting, now they make to show say even if you are a big man, you must do fasting. Even if you are a small man, you must do fasting. May you know say God, all of us we are the same thing. That is why God create fasting for us.
Now you not go chop from in the morning till night?
No, till 7 o'clock.
Till 7 o'clock?
Yes, 10 minutes to 7 we break our fasting for here. Some other place, any other place, they have some where they break fasting. Like for now, they break 6:30. There's some place they break 6 o'clock, depending on the weather. Yes, that is the thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And your community Sanu.
Hey. Wait first. Why you dey fast? Why this fasting for this month of Ramadan dey very important to you?
It good way. It good for every Muslim. Every Muslim is good way. Something there for fasting. What fasting they do, you go see batati. Big people who get money, then they hate people. Everybody, they bring your own.
Waiting they happen.
This fasting mean to you?
It means successful. We dey gain a lot for inside. We know they miss an a year. Now once in a year. So we must fast. Any Muslim, you must fast.
Okay. You as a woman,
yes.
During this fasting, what Muslim woman not supposed to do?
Plenty now, and you go avoid them.
What is the importance of this fasting to you? Why is this fasting why is it important to you?
It brings me closer to Allah.
That means if I buy you chicken and shawarma now, you're not going to chop it now.
I don't go chop. Even though you buy me heaven and earth, I will not eat because I'm fasting.
Okay.
I'm doing it because of my God.
It's so important to you.
Yes, very, very important.
Okay, you are saying.
No, any good Muslim supposed to, if you start fasting, definitely you must finish the fasting so that you get your reward the way you want it from Allah. That's it.
During this fasting, you're not going to sleep with your husband.
No, you can't. I
beg. Waiting they happen.
It's business, but things don't they come down now.
They come down.
Things don't they come down now.
Well.
Buy line Gary. Buy 2,500.
Everything don't they come down.
7,000 to 2,500.
Yes,
so everything don't they come down.
Yes. What we just want now na security for road, traveling matter. You not see all this matter of going to maybe Abuja, Ishan side now. In near them, that one I go just make them work on that one.
Federal government flush them.
Area one no.
God bless you. Say my federal government flush all the kidnappers and bandits. Flush them away. Things don't come down no. Muslim they fast, Catholics say they fast. But what will be the importance of this fasting? I'll first start with the Muslim. Why did they fast? The importance of fasting. Catholics say they fast. Money no they come from heaven. Do better thing, money go come. Now true word, and they tell you so. Anywhere you there for Nigeria, Lagos, Abuja, Sokoto, Edo, Bayelsa. Anywhere you there, they watch us online for Facebook, for YouTube, for TikTok. We must continue to thank everybody. How you there? My fans there everywhere. Just to drop your comments. They shut up. Muslim they fast, Catholic they fast. Wow. But things don't they come down small. But people not they talk. People not they talk, say things don't they come down. Buy biscuit for my car. Rat must chop her. How go take catch this rat when they sell my motor?
Number one, you don't just say you don't pay your house rent. Number one. Maybe all rat be rat too. Maybe all rat be rat. You just never offend one person once.
Are you trying to? Are you aware we are on a national television?
On my own way, how you tell they talk to me like this? So you tell me say,
I tell you say rat. 2 weeks, they say my car. I don't find them. I don't see them. I don't spray. Lock on the glass. The rat still inside.
Kai.
And you say whether you get what you talk. That's my
say that you don't pay your house rent. You the whole landlord. Now I talk.
No, I'm not a tenant.
Okay, you are a landlord.
I'm a landlord.
You just say not offend anybody. Or you use this one I God send. So they active well. Even your neighbor or your landlord you kill him.
How can you want me to kill my tenant or my landlord in my mind?
And I explain when you explain, give me. You say rat dey your house complete to your motor car.
Yes, 2 weeks.
Now I say that you don't pay your house rent. You say you be landlord or your my boy, you offend person.
No.
You say no.
No.
Oh yeah, use this one. So now go send. Kill and try. So now bread and biscuit they take do this one. If you all put about there, but anywhere they rat.
If you can't kill I can't dry them, how can't see them?
Now the place exactly place when you put am there. Now there you taste am.
But if I put this in, I feel allow children sit down for my motor.
Yeah, confirm.
May they not go shop am.
Me no make the children not put am for matter. Anything why for inside your motor, may you not pick am.
How much?
1,500.
To kill rat when they sell my motor?
Not my phone at the country. Everything's here.
I patronize you now.
No problem, sir.
You try.
Take 1K.
You dey market me?
Get up tomorrow.
How you tell me whether I get 1,000?
Don't worry.
I don't know if they call you for there. I don't see her.
Might put my number.
Now one buy.
Okay, I only one buy. Might put my number.
Give us two now. One market you as they show you so we go here. Thank you, thank you. My cameraman said I'll give her one. No so problem. This rat, how many days you give me? I'll take catch up.
Now only 1 day.
1 day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Clear. Clear. I must catch that rat. Hey, you no gay. I see you. I see you. Hey, Oga. How's everything now? How business?
Yeah, thank God, thank God.
Hope the economy don't dey.
You know they go down, no economy. Now you dey high, they go.
They talk like this, so.
Oga, na hunger they finish person as they so. Since morning I never see 2,000 naira. Na market they say.
Na rat poison I go buy so.
Oga beg, I don't want eat. I don't want eat poison. I still like God.
I say na rat poison I buy so.
No chopper now, no chopper. I beg, no chop the poison.
Na rat wey dey sell my motor. Na there they stay now.
Okay, kill the rat, leave human being.
True, the economy never dey come down.
He no come down.
Stuff don't come down.
Oga, you know that how much? Like what? A bag of rice, how much? Under Buhari government, no be 20, 25, 24,000. They say it come down now is 50 something. Now they say it come down. How much for a cup of rice? No be 400 naira. No be 400 naira for a cup of rice.
No be Imo State from Canada everywhere.
Na Ebonyi State.
Okay, from my boy. You know, I know Afikpo.
Afikpo.
Mazi no vessel. You get any advice for Peter Obi?
My advice for Peter Obi, yes. I go advise and make it continue push. Even if you no get us, you no get them the other time. You go still get them now.
Some people say make it rest.
No.
Some say make it rest.
No.
The way the political system now be for Nigeria, some say make it rest.
Obedient group then dey with them. If they need Nigeria need the
obedience still dey.
Obi e dey. Now then dey gidigba. If you need 1 million, Obedient Group will bring 2 million.
Yeah, they dey.
Who sponsor last Obedient?
No, na advice to be well. No. From Oga State government, na advice.
Oga go vote for a
money. Go waste the money.
No. Money meant to waste. If you waste them, you get what you want. If you don't use your money about this thing, you go get them.
So you never see the signal of Jagaban.
Forget it.
You never see the signal of Jagaban.
We know how to tie him down.
Yes. During the election.
Oga, forget.
We are going to defeat. We are going to vote.
Waiting they happen.
Big and small for them and to me. I have not been there. Anything where you do, if you do it, everybody can follow your footsteps. We are going to do it. Franchise. Blessed to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Not so you supposed to be. Afure wa. Afure. Okay, yes, you see for chiefs. Oh, clear. After you never spray this boss. You never spray this boss. You never spray. Inside ring road.
Cannot they let us escape us?
Inside ring road.
Cannot they let us
you never go Central Park?
Central Park. How many boys go fiesta Central Park? All of us go fiesta. All of us fiesta Central Park.
You know yesterday you use this kind of bus for kidnapping yesterday.
Let's get boss for kidnapping. Now they now. And they do a one watch us.
Spray the bus.
We'll spray.
Spray the bus. Wow. As you watch me, drop your comment, shut up. Passengers.
Wait till they happen.
Sarin Gross. Hey, Oga.
It's in America.
I see there now. How you doing? Ko. So I want you close the program. You play for me. Play for me.
I'm happy.
I'll pay you.
I'm happy.
People who they watch us online now, who they watch us for UK, for America, for all over the world, they watch us for YouTube, for Facebook. May you play and they will come and make a call look for you. Now latest one.
What's you know? We take Nigeria. Come on, they suffer. Come on, they hungry. This man they chop. Where will they go? For Nigeria. Nigeria jaga.
Ina go jaga.
Nigeria go jaga again.
Ina go jaga.
Property comot you. For Nigeria. Property comot you. Wasunu. Le Nigeria. Ole jita wado. Ole jita.
Shut up. Like a comment.
Wasunu. Owenu wado. In Nigeria we were there now. In Nigeria we were there now. Owe go baby o.
What's it?
What's it?
Say, man, bless you now.
What believe you? What you know?
I can get you away.
What you know?
Phone. Correct.
You coming to America?
America will go. We'll go together. We'll go together. I don't suffer, not be small. I say I get sense. Poverty not good at all. Oh. Now you make I join this business, journalist business. I don't suffer, not be small. I say I get sense. Poverty not good at all. Oh. Now you make I join this business. Which kind of business? Journalist. How far now? I dey inside Ring Road. Inside Ring Road though. Inside Ring Road though.
Waiting they happen. Waiting they happen.
RTV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
All right, it's another lovely episode of your favorite rendezvous for men on television, and I'm talking about the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television, reaching you live from the city of Benin. Yes, of course, it's always a pleasure to have you join us on this show because on the Guys Hangout Show, we have very important issues to discuss. Now, tonight is not going to be a different ball game because we have something very, very important to talk about. And of course, I'm not alone. I've got someone in the house with whom I'm going to be doing justice to this topic. He goes by the name of Emmanuel Walter. Welcome on board, bro.
Thank you for having me this evening, Mr.
Thank you for doing me the honor of being on the show with me. We have a very pressing issue, something that is becoming a problem, or should I say a challenge in the society, the growing rate of crime and criminality among the youth in the society. If you take a look around you, there's always one, story or the other about crime. Okay, someone is either being robbed or being kidnapped, right? And it's something that has eaten so deep into the very fabrics of our society. Now, what do you think is responsible, for the growing rate of crime in our society?
A lot of things are responsible. A lot
First of all, say hi to the viewers out there.
Okay, good evening, good day, viewers. It's nice coming here today on Guys Hangout. We're all guys, we chill and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So back to what we're saying.
Yeah.
A lot of things fuel crimes. A lot of things trigger youths of these days to go into crime.
Okay.
But there are some major factors, you understand? Stuff like unemployment. The rate of unemployment in the country is very, very high. You understand? And you also see, if you check most of these criminals these days, but 80 to 90% of them, they came from what I would say single homes.
Single homes?
Yes, they were
single parents
home. They were trained by either a single father or a single mother.
Okay.
You understand? And drugs is another thing that fuel crime.
Okay.
Access to drugs. You imagine a 13-year-old kid or 12-year-old kid already having access
to drugs,
to substance like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So these things are part of things that fuels crime. You understand? Let's say for unemployment now, imagine someone who has not eaten, who has no job, he has no money to take care of basic needs like shelter, clothing, food. And all those stuffs like that. An idle mind is the devil workshop.
Yeah.
You get? So what comes to that person's mind now? When he's alone, doing nothing, he's jobless, he's not mentally engaged. Stuff that comes to his mind like, how can I get this to achieve this? For he start thinking, should I do ritual? Should I go and rob? You understand?
So what you're saying in essence is that to such a youth, crime is a means to an end.
Yes. Crime is like the last option.
The end justifies the means.
Yes. Crime is like the last option. Then drugs, you see a kid, 12-year-old kid, like I said earlier, having access to this illicit substance and start taking it. The next thing, you see your friends, you can't fund that thing now because you're already addicted to it. You're already addicted to it, and you need to fund, you need to keep taking it for you to keep moving. The next thing you are thinking is how to steal from your mother, or how to steal from your father, or how to just look for enemies just to get
just to be able to afford those
just
things.
To be able to afford
could that be the reason? Could that be because some of these substances don't come cheap? Some of them are expensive.
Yes.
Okay.
It's part of the cost because now everybody needs it, and in the market, if you look at the market today, most of the stuffs that are in high demand, then they are expensive. They are expensive because the seller will tell you that you have no choice. You need it. You need that thing. You have no choice but to pay the amount. If they ever tell you 10,000 naira, you guys to pay the 10,000 naira.
Wow.
You get, because you yourself, you know that you need that thing. You know what that thing, the value it has for you. So that's the reason most of all these drugs, they come really expensive. And now coming expensive now, youths that don't have jobs, you get, that takes this substance.
Yeah.
They tell you this thing now is 10,000 naira. You have no job.
How do
you can't even afford 1,000 naira.
Yeah.
You don't have 1,000 naira on you. So how can you afford something of 10,000 naira? What comes to your mind? Stealing. You get?
Yeah.
Stealing comes to your mind. Or let's say, okay, you stay kidnapping now. You want to, let's just run one street. More man, let me use it in their own terms.
Yes.
More your run something now. We go one or two. We go all put small change for pockets. The next thing, if we just run this eats now, 1 M for your come out, 100K for your come out, you get. So them is big money.
Yeah.
And in most cases, when they do that thing, they won't use the money for something
reasonable.
They'll squander that money on hard drugs.
Wow.
You get.
Okay, so what role does peer pressure in playing all of this? I'm sure you know what I mean by peer pressure.
Yeah, peer pressure plays a lot of role.
Okay.
For instance, now a child, because let me use myself as an example. I was brought up.
I'm asking this question because people say that evil communication. I think it's even scriptural.
Yes.
That evil communication corrupts good manners.
Yes, corrupts good manners. I was brought up by a single father. You get. I was brought up by a single father. So most times, I'm always with my friends because my dad was never available.
Okay.
Was never around. So most times, I'm always with my friend. So being with my friends, I want to do what they are doing. You get. Imagine in that scenario now, I see a friend. I have like 3 friends. 3 of them, they are smoking.
And you're in their midst.
And I'm in their midst. This, after I try this stuff, the other one, after I try, within 2 to 3 weeks of associating with them, I'm already in it.
Especially since your dad is not around to
yes,
protect you.
To caution me. Yes, I'm already in it. From taking cannabis or those stuffs, we are indulging in other activities, other more dangerous activities. For we start sleeping outside, coming home late at night, clubbing, from clubbing to, we start growing. Let me just say we are growing in it, in bad activities, those activities, illegal activities. You get. So that is one of the peer pressure role that plays. Peer pressure, you want to do what your friends are doing. Let me give you another example. Let's say a kid now is in a society where he's not welcome at home. The house is scattered. You get. The house is scattered. So he finds solace outside. And the people he mingles with outside, they are the big boys. The big boys, the big girls. And their means of income or their lifestyle is a wayward lifestyle, illegal means of income. You want to be like them, you want to feel among, to avoid criticism. You get. You want to be with them. That fear of they won't take you as their own.
You don't want to be left out.
You don't want to be left out. Thank you. That is one of the roles peer pressure play.
Okay, let's talk about poverty in all of this. Poverty has been known, to be a major, should I say, driving force for crime and criminality. A lot of people that go into crime always, cite poverty as an excuse. Some of them will tell you, they can barely survive. Apart from them, unemployment is, closely linked
related to poverty.
But you see, beyond unemployment, some people are just poor. They are in abject poverty. And for them, crime and criminality is the only escape route from poverty. What do you make of that?
Yeah, poverty, unemployment, poverty, they are related. You get, but there are some set of people, they were born poor.
Okay.
They worked
so they
their
have
way
poor
out.
Background. Okay.
Yes, they came from poor background. They worked their way out of poverty through legal means.
Legal means.
Legal means.
So you're saying, in essence, is that you don't have to, take to crime or criminality to break out of poverty.
Break out of poverty, you don't have to. So those people that tell you because they are poor, they are just
looking for an excuse.
Looking for an excuse, or they are lazy people. Let me say they are lazy people. You get. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to go through the legal source. They want a quick, okay, now let's say social media. Someone who is poor, you and your classmates that went to the same school, was in the same class, good buddies, close friends, tight friends.
Yeah.
You get, after school now, you're on social media, you're scrolling through Facebook, and next thing you see, that's your classmates, that was your very close buddy back then in school. He's doing well, he's doing fine suddenly, and you're like, ow. You get?
And then you are probably not doing so well yourself.
You are not doing so well yourself. Two things. How you want to link up with that your friend. You get? Or how you want to make your own self comfortable to be like that your friend.
Okay.
So that when next you guys see,
you can measure up.
You can measure up.
So you don't begin to feel less of the
Yes.
person in his presence.
Yes. You get? So now, when you are thinking those stuff, you are thinking what to do. In most cases, you are able to link up with that your friend. You start begging your friend, Omo, I want to use the local man language.
Okay.
Omo, I broke, I don't get money, life hard, I never parents, I never chop since money. You get? And that your friend like, Afa, bro, chill, okay, let me put you through, see what I'm doing. Let's say the friend is into illegal means, and it shows you, and you are desperate. Desperation is another thing.
Desperation.
Yes.
Now, before you throw more light on the desperation part, I would like us to go on this very important break. It's still the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television. Please stay tuned. All right, welcome back. It's still the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television, and tonight we're discussing the rising spate of crime and criminality in our society. And I've got Emmanuel Walters right here with me to discuss this. Now, before we went on that break, Emmanuel, you were talking about desperation as a factor, responsible for crime and criminality.
Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, desperation is another thing that drives the mind of a youth.
Okay, so you're saying when a young person is desperate to succeed?
Yes. It can go any means. It can go any length.
Any length.
Just to make money. You want to drive that latest car, you want to wear that latest designer, you want to eat that fine girl in your streets. You get those things. You are desperate to do those things. That motive, you must do it by all means. Desire. You get? Now, you see your friend that it tells you that this is what I do to do it. You are desperate. You are thinking also, if I decide not to follow my friend's advice, not to do what he's doing, you get the way my friend will say, look me. There's a way he's going to take me. He's not going to take me serious. You jump into it. Without thinking of the consequence. In most cases also, you just say, okay, let me just do it once. Once the money come, I will use the money, invest, I will use it and quit, you understand? But once, it's very sweet. You really enjoy the funds. You go again, and before you know, you are full-time. It's a full-time business for you. That's it.
Okay, so let's take a look at the government's role in all of this. Because we can't talk crime and criminality without examining the role, or should I say the action or inaction of government as regards this. So what do you think the government isn't doing right?
A lot of things the government isn't doing right. I will say this in my terms. The youth are the symptoms, the government are the disease. You get? Because in many cases, I'll break it down for you. I'll give you 2 examples. Now, there's an election coming up. This government now, they want to rig the election. The country system, the system of the country. They give arms and ammunition to these youths who are desperate to make money. They give them, they just put small change in their pockets. Okay, do this. Now, those youths, they have done what they were asked to do.
What they were paid to do.
What they were paid to do. The government forget about them. Imagine a young man who has a gun at home, that hasn't eaten, that hasn't paid his house rent. His wife and his kids, they are looking at him. You get
expecting so much.
Expecting so much from him, and he has a gun under his bed. What do you think his next move will be? To go out in the night with that gun to rob. Another scenario again now. Okay, we were able to catch some criminals. What are we going to do with those criminals now? We dump them, we put them in prison. Let's say you caught an 18-year-old kid. You put him in prison. The prison cell that you kept him in, there's another adding criminal in that cell. What do you think is going to happen? You are just breeding
more criminals.
You get? You are breeding more criminals. That kid now coming out. Let's say you give him 1 year imprisonment. After 1 year, is in a cell with about 3 or 4 adding criminals. After 1 year, he comes out. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to be way more worse than how he went in.
More deadly
than how he went in. You get? So governments, there are a lot of things they are not doing well. First, they should create jobs for the youth.
Okay.
It's one of the major things we keep talking about.
Because I was going to ask you what you think they should do, right?
Yes. Jobs. They should create enough jobs for the youth. And we should also talk about rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation?
Yes. These kids, let's rehabilitate these kids. Let's put them.
Do you think we have the adequate facilities to make that happen in this part of the world?
We don't have. This is another place government should look into. You get? I think in some Western countries, most Western countries, we have prison for girls, prison for women.
Yeah, and then there are penitentiaries as well, especially in the US.
Yeah, prison for kids.
Yeah.
This prison, they don't just put those kids there for doing nothing, ad labor. No. They go to school, they are being taught, they have therapy classes.
They even have
skills acquisition centers in the prison. So after the 6 months, 1 year that they are spending in prison, when they come out, they have something doing. Their life is way more better than when they went in.
Okay.
You understand? They have something doing. They learned that the life they were living before is not the life they are supposed to be living. You get? So government should focus on rehabilitation and jobs.
Rehabilitation and jobs. Now, how effective is the criminal justice system in rehabilitating young people?
It's very, very poor. I don't think I've seen any...
Because we're still talking rehabilitation now.
I don't think I've seen any rehabilitation center in Nigeria. I don't think we have. If we have, please let me know. I don't think we have any. We just see a kid, we just dump them in prison, say it was an armed robber, it was this, it was that. Take him to Oko, take him to Kirikiri. He goes, serves his term, he comes out. What do? You just make that kid more angry. He's pissed with you for putting him there. He was trying to survive. He was looking for what to eat. You get?
Okay.
He was trying to survive. He was trying to make a living for his family. Trying to make his father or his mother proud of him, his younger sisters proud of him before you put him there.
And this is not a justification for crime, though?
This is not the justification for crime. You get? You place him there now. He's thinking, if he comes out, how is he going? How is the family going to accept him?
Okay.
You get? Most cases, the family will accept him, okay, because he's their son and stuff. Most cases, they won't accept. Sometimes, if the child will be too ashamed to go home, relocate to another state, start another crime there again. Because the state you are going to, you know nobody.
Okay.
You are starting from square one.
It's a neutral place.
You understand? Now, you are back to the same crime again.
So the circle continues.
The circle continues.
Okay, now you talked about dysfunctional homes much earlier.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that some, children are from dysfunctional homes.
Yeah.
There are children who were exposed to lots of violence as kids, right?
Yes.
Especially when they were still in their infant stage.
Yeah.
Right? They saw their parents, indulging in
different stuff.
Exactly, indulging in violence and all of that. And that, in turn, has shaped their mindset. How do you think this also contributes to crime and criminality?
They say, there's this saying that they do say when I was growing up, charity begins at home. Yet, the father, the mother, they are the best teachers. Way more better than those in the school, than the ones we meet in school. Now, I see my father every morning smoking. In the evening, the same thing.
Okay.
The next day, the same thing. Same routine.
Okay.
Every day. To me, it's a normal thing.
Okay.
It's good. Before you know, I'll start it. Maybe the one that my dad just kept somewhere carelessly. Let me try this thing and see how it is.
Experiment with it?
Yes, I want to experiment with it. And before you know, I'm in it. Let's say a scenario where a father is beating his wife. The man is beating his wife. The kid, the same thing, he grows with that mindset. He grows with that mindset. And the next thing is making his own relationship toxic. He's already beating his own wife because it was what his father saw. His father would tell him that you are a man, you need to control the house, you need to control your wife. Don't let your wife control you.
And that's his own way of controlling the home.
That is his own way of controlling the home. The kid will have that mentality that that's the right thing to do.
All right, quickly, before we begin to, and before we call it a wrap on the show, right? What's your final word? What's your advice for young people out there who are already neck deep in crime and criminality? And of course, those who are also thinking of towing the same line, in less than a minute before we call it a wrap.
For those thinking of towing the same line, I would say there's no gain there. There's no gain there. I think we have to look for other ways. They have to look for other ways. Legal ways to survive, because most of the factors driving the major factor driving this thing, they want to survive.
Survival instinct.
Yes, survival instinct. So they have to look for other ways to survive, legal ways to survive. And the government, the family, the church, the society as a whole, the community as a whole, they have a major role to play in this.
All right. I actually do wish we had more time on this show, but you've done justice to this topic, and I must say a very big thank you to you, Emmanuel Walters,
my pleasure,
for being on the show with me. It's been the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television, and we'll be taking a look at the growing rate of crime and criminality amongst the youths in the society. Well, crime is a menace that needs to be stamped out of our society. Well, I think that responsibility doesn't just lie on the shoulder of one person, but it's something that we must all rise up, to stamp out of our society. And that responsibility must be taken up by, both the citizens and the government. And the bulk of the responsibility lies on the shoulders of the government. Well, it's been an amazing show so far. My name is Harry Aigboje, and until I come your way again, same time, same station next week, do the right thing, stay out of trouble, and bye for now.
Certainly the best.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Emobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Ọba Tope.
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
All right, thank you one more time. Thank you so much for joining us at the program African Discourse on Independent Television. My name is Evans Onokogie. We apologize for starting at the program today slightly behind schedule. It was due to some circumstances beyond our control, but we thank God that the program is right here now. And of course, we are set for the program today. Well, today on the program, we are going to be looking at the Ukraine-Russian war, and of course how Africans are being recruited on daily basis as foot soldiers. Now, ordinarily, when the Russia and Ukraine war started, it wasn't something that it was going to connect Africa as a continent, except the fact that at a point it affected the way food items were brought to Africa and all that. But as it stands now, we understand that for quite some time now that Russia has been recruiting Africans as battlefield soldiers to help in the onslaughts against Ukraine. So we are going to be looking at what it entails for international diplomacy as it relates to Africa as a continent. And our guest this afternoon is a renowned human rights activist, if you like, but above it all, he's a foreign affairs analyst and, of course, the executive director of Connected Advocacy. Prince Israel Orika is our guest. Prince, welcome to the program.
Very good afternoon to you, and good afternoon, my listeners.
All right, so before we really follow the information that we are following nitty-gritty, now, what is your ready response when you hear that, the fight between Ukraine and Russia has been on for more than 5 years now, if not more than that. But what's your immediate response when you hear that Africans are being recruited now as food soldiers, helping Russia to fight Ukraine?
I think my own take is that report is one-sided in the sense that there's not a valid proof from the Russian government that they are currently, or any advert put up by the Russian government that is recruiting Africans for that stuff. So it's only a report and investigators who have made that known. And the other side of the Russian government has also not been made known to the public if they are doing that. But for my take is that Africa as a continent needs to begin to see how they manage their own system to ensure that young people do not see these kind of things as a life for survivor to go be recruited for things that will begin to kill them, because there's over 3,000 according to various investigating reports that have been on the front line for this Russia-Ukraine war. If we have a system that is working, we will not allow our own citizens to go and be fighting for other countries. But since there is need for survivor and they just want to survive, so young people want to do anything to survive. But officially from the Russian government, they've never told you they recruited anybody. Yeah, well, we're going to come to that because we don't even expect the Russian government to just easily own up. But let me respond to the point where you said that young Africans, young people, because this whole recruitment, we understand that it cuts across major countries in Africa. Nigeria has been fingered. I mean, just some few days ago, the Minister of Foreign Affairs gave a warning that those young Nigerians, especially with this advent of trying to travel abroad and all that, those young Nigerians that make themselves, ready, are very available for international employment. They should be aware of the kind of employment that they make themselves available for. But let us look at, because the kind of information we are following now is more or less a kind of an something that has to do with a personal, story, a personal way that the person sees the thing. But you and I know that since the Russia-Ukrainian war started, we understand that Ukraine has been losing its, its hold on. Russia has been losing its hold on Ukraine, and that has, told a very bad toll on Russia. But let's relate it to international diplomacy. Now, is all this part of international diplomacy? I did not witness the last World War that was fought, the Second World War. I don't think even if Russia was part of that World War, but I don't think if Russia had to go the extra mile to employ the services of other nationals to fight for them. I think if we do not pray for war, because when war comes, anything for you to sustain it is what you want to go in for, to ensure that you meet up with the daily demand of war, because a lot happens within the war architecture. So machineries are there, resources are also there. So, and this time, how do you sustain the war is one thing. But for me, I think Russia and Ukraine should go past this talk. They should really fix actions, because both countries are losing. Russia is losing. Ukraine today, before Ukraine happened to be one of the world best import of wheat, but today they've lost that ranking, so it's a very big toll on them. And the same thing, Russia Europeans now, they've also voted that they will stop buying Russian gas. So it will also affect their own economy as well. And also return on investment is also in jeopardy. So nothing good war brings. So both parties, I think if they can hear us, it's that time they begin to stop using citizens' lives to begin to play bet of war. But they should come to round table and address their issue. I think US is intervening. I think last week when I was following through, over 5 days of discussions now to broker a deal for both sides. But I think they should take any of the deals to end the war so that the economy can bounce back. Ukraine is losing in our agricultural sector right now. Most of the citizens, they are now refugees in Europe, America, and every part of the world. And the same thing with Russia. Some of their own investments are also going down the drain. So there is nothing good war brings. But for me, my take is that they should ensure that they bring this war to an end, because it's also having a toll on us. If not for the war now, you wouldn't have been hearing Africans now being recruited as a foot soldier at the front line, which ought not to be so. So more often than not, a war do not have any good thing that it brings. It only brings destructions.
Now, let us look at the aspect of international diplomacy. I know that for international students, they may have a better way of looking at it and understanding the whole thing. But I don't know, this idea of taking other nationals from another country, I mean, we're talking about Russia crossing into another continent, recruiting able-bodied Africans. Is it part of international diplomacy?
It's not part of international diplomacy, and also, just as I've said, Russia has not publicly declared that part, because none of the Russia officials, even the ambassador, said this is a propaganda. But it's true, we have it that both in Uganda, Kenya, and Nigeria, they've been fingered in this kind of talk. But my own take is back to Africa. If we have system that is working, there's no way our youth will be recruited, whether directly or indirectly, into this part, because I've not seen any public publications that also say Russia is recruiting. So maybe it's a prosy recruitment, whereby maybe they are allowing where they get the terms of agreement or the purpose of employment changes. So I think in more scenario it could be that. But also considering the level of system in Africa, the level of poverty. Most young people just want to live. I take a sample of so many young people who actually, what their take is, let me just have a greener pasture, let me have where systems are working so that I can, anything I want to do. So they want to bet their life for it, just anything that will make them leave the shore of Africa.
Okay, now I'm going to read out something to you, and this is going to be in response of what you said, that the Russian government has come out to deny that it's just propaganda. Now, this is an update, and this update was released about some few days ago. And the report is that a growing number of African men serving in the Russian military is sparking international alarm, with a number of African nations voicing their concerns. A Kenyan intelligence report released on February 19th claimed that at least 1,000 Kenyans, 1,000 Kenyans have been recruited to fight for Russia through clandestine recruitment network. Officials in Nairobi are now moving to shut down an estimated 600 recruiting agencies and are pushing Moscow to ban the recruitment of Kenyan soldiers. So that's, you know, what would you say about that? I mean, this is coming from the Kenyan authority. I remember a while ago, we also said that a few days ago that the Foreign Affairs Ministry in Nigeria gave a warning.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. What I still say still stands for my own part, based on my own opinion. Those recruitment agencies, I think I've checked some of them. No one of them is saying they are recruiting from Russia. So they can be services security. Because if you go to Western world, it's a lucrative business, security business, but the nature of security is not being determined here, but they recruit them as security staffs. Because most times securities are in the mall, security are in the personal homes as guards. So it's a lucrative and a legalized business. But the nature of where their deployment goes to now is where it's not determined.
Now, Prince Orika, I may be first one who raise in and think that it appears that you have a soft spot for Russia. I mean, I just read out something what the Kenyan authorities said. And also, the Nigerian authority has also, given their warning that young Nigerians that want to seek foreign, jobs should be wary of a country like Russia.
For me, I don't have soft spot for Russia because Russia, first, they are not our colony.
You're planning to go there too?
No, I'm not planning to go to Russia. How will I go to Russia? No, I'm not planning to go to Russia. My own take is there is no unofficial statement because I read through their site. I did not see any publications that said Russia is recruiting. So I can't stand because this is a media station where I cannot vet for. Even the investigative report said they couldn't even ascertain the part of the Russian government to claim or to confirm if what they are saying about them is true. So it's just one-sided story. So I want to take both sides of the coin before making my own judgment. I don't support Russia. I don't even have any link to interest to be in Russia. But just as America is wading in, my take is they should allow the war to end.
Okay. All right. So the program you're watching, and in case you've just joined us, is African Discourse on Independent Television. And our focus this afternoon on the program is looking at what seems to be the latest now, the Russian-Ukraine war. The ongoing war is been more than 5-6 years that the war has been on. And some of the latest information we're following now is that Russia is beginning to look elsewhere. And now the tentacles is on the continent of Africa, whereby young, able-bodied men are recruited into the Russian army to help in the fight against Ukraine. And we are looking at whether if this is part of international diplomacy arrangements and what does it hold for international diplomacy. So we'll be right back. We'll take a short pause, and after which we'll come back for more issues on the topic this afternoon. All right, you're still on the program African Discourse on Independent Television. We are looking at the Russian and, of course, the Ukrainian war that gradually we understand that Africans are being recruited to be the foot soldiers for Russia and to fight against Ukraine. Prince Israel Oreka is our guest on the program this afternoon. Now, Prince, backstage, we were briefly discussing that if it is true, America will just easily come into Russia and, bring all their international justice system and say that this is against human rights and all that. Yeah. But you and I know that even America is not free. I mean, one of the easiest ways to get an American citizenship today is if you, as young as you look now, if you go to the U.S. and you pledge your allegiance to become a member of the U.S. Army, readily you're going to be given American citizenship. So if America is guilty of such in the first place, why do you think they may want to judge Russia in that direction?
My take, America have been trying to play the role of the big father, the global leader, the police of the world, trying to ensure there is law and order. And they've been playing this for a very long time as the senior brother of the world, ensure there's law and order. So anywhere there's no law and order, you might expect Americans to intervene because it's part of their own allegiance, to part of their foreign policy to ensure that there's global peace. So that is why if you violate any human rights portion, like what they allege that Russia is currently into now, yes, they can face another sanction, on human rights violation and also forced labor into the military to be slave. So, but that is not far-fetched. That's the role America has been playing. So they will keep playing that role, and I don't think there is any other big one in the world who can play that role because it requires resources, manpower to actually deploy this kind of world power. So some that they've not even finished managing their own small economy because money they vote on foreign policy is huge, and now causing stabilities everywhere requires a lot of resources. So that is part of their foreign policy. So, but for Russia, if this is being valid, I think America has a stake to also come in to look at it, because ever since it's only America now that put the deals together for Ukraine and Russia to ensure that there is peace, lasting peace. So if this comes up, I think they can still take it off.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, for America, they want the war to really come to an end. But for a country like Russia, the war should go on. Now, what do you make of the war in the first place? I mean, what would you say about a country like Russia, almighty Russia, so to say, and maybe a little country like Ukraine, Russia, calling for the aids of other nations of the world to please come to their aid as against Ukraine. What do you make of it?
It's a big, I felt pain because Russia happens to be one of the big two in the world. Now calling or recruiting Africans into the army, I think, means not how we rated them they are today, because war has eaten deep into their own infrastructures, into their own manpower. So that's why they are now looking for arms, if verified true, because it's currently alleged by their government. So my take is dialogue should lead the way, because now the war hasn't brought anything to them. Now we've seen conflict everywhere. They are losing up on their own foreign direct investment, sanctions everywhere, and even the same Ukraine. Ukraine is not also finding it easy. Almost all their citizens are abroad as refugees, the ones that couldn't escape, and some are also died. So war does not bring anything good. So my take is to Russia, they should cease fire. Ukraine, they should cease fire and come to a dialogue and put all their greeds on the table, because I know it's resource greed, supremacy greed. So can they not just talk about it and end this war for heaven's sake, so that you not allow more young people, especially from Africa, who are being bedeviled with poor governance system, poor economic system, poverty here and there, who wants to grab this offer? People are crying, warning. You are warning people not to go and join those kind of thing if it's there. Have you fixed your system to ensure that your people stay in their homes? Because for you to send somebody not to go outside, there should be food inside the house. There should be enough to take care of them inside. So Africans is also a big shame to Africans. The AU, the ECOWAS, the multinational government, the government itself across the states in Africa, they should begin to see how they want to develop their own. What can their own country depends on? If the country is good, with 1,000 young people in Kenya filing up to go and join a security architecture to go fight war? No. So nobody wants to go and die if the system is working. So Africans should really sit up and begin to put their ass in order, so that they will not continue to be second-rated and used as a slaughterhouse or farm that world powers use for their own advantage.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we quickly take another short break, and when we return, we are going to be looking at what should be done now, because even if the allegations are still allegations, even if what we are talking about now, just like what Prince Israel Oreka is saying, that it is all still allegation. But we understand that major media organizations, I don't want to mention names here so that I don't give them free advertisement, but major international media organizations, I mean major international media organizations in the US, in Britain. If I say Britain, you should understand what I mean. If I say US, I mean, they have come out and they have done their investigations, and they found that Africans are being lured into the Russian army to fight for Ukraine. Now, when we return after this short break, we're going to be taking a personal experience, of a mother, a Kenyan mother to a Kenyan boy. That the boy has since left Kenya, left Nairobi for some years now, and the mother is yet to see the son. Now, what the mother said is that the son told her that if you escape, you die. That's what the Russian government, told them, that if you escape from this war front, you die. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. We'll stay tuned. All right, thank you so much. The program still on your television, Independent TV, and the program African Discourse, where we look at issues on the continent of Africa. Today, our focus is on this worrisome, background or backdrop that Africans are being recruited into the Ukrainian and Russian war, thereby you know, Africans are dying by the day. All right, so just like what we said a while ago, that, you know, a lot of persons, like what you are saying here, that it still remains an allegation. But I read out something out to you a while ago that a foreign media, you know, published. If you escape, you will die. That's what a foreign media said. Now, I'm going to read out something from a mother who happens to be a mother to a son. You know, a Kenyan who is in Russia as it stands. Now, Anne Undura fights back her tears when she talks about her only son 6 months ago, Francis Undugarona, who went to Russia on the promise of a job as an electrical engineer. She has not been able to reach him since October and is no longer sure of whether he is alive. Now, in December, someone sent Anne a video of her son warning other Africans not to travel to Russia for any job offer. You will end up being taken to the military even if you have never served in military before and you are taken to frontline battle, and there are the true killings. And he says in the video sent from an unknown Kenyan member. Now, what this underscores again is that if you go to Russia as an African right now, there's the possibility that you are going to be enlisted in the Russian army and you become a Russian fighter fighting against Ukraine. So for people that still say that this is an allegation, like what I said, that foreign medias, they have done their investigations and they've seen Africans as members of Russian army fighting against Ukraine. Prince Israel.
It's a big talk. Foreign media will ever give you a side they want to hear. They should balance it.
But my take is, what are they going to balance now? That it is not true?
My take is the lady who cried out for help.
Yeah.
For the first son not knowing his whereabouts. When you heard that, I felt pained, because for a mother losing the only child, if the system was working, will the only child be allowed to go and search for that kind of job? The answer is no.
Now, the issue of the system, if the system is working,
yes.
let us be careful with that. Now, because there is a current war between Ukraine and Russia. That doesn't mean that people are still not traveling to Russia. I mean, Russia still remains, you know, a destination for most parts of the world. But the issue here is that most Africans are, you know, they are tricked, you know, into going to Russia to accept a job offer, only for them to be enlisted in the Russian army. That's what we're saying.
If you remember what I told you before, they were not forced to come to Russia. They were in search of jobs. If they have jobs in their country, will they go in search of jobs, whether directly or indirectly? Because most of them were tricked, but not all of them. Today, as of today, file up now from this place, say there is opening to even go to the Russia frontline battle war. If you don't see ITV, you not fill up. Of young people who are frustrated without no job, that want to even go and fight in the front line. So it's not a take of encouragement though, but it's a take of system that is not working. Because if that young man, why will the Holy Son takes that only opportunity to go and die? 6 months they can't hear from the child. Do you think the child is happy to take that kind of venture? Nobody wants to go and die. But that's the only opportunity that position himself. So let Africans begin to see how best they begin to develop inwardly so that they can create opportunities for their own citizens. Because nobody will want to go and now they need more young people to go and help them fight, because they want to also preserve their own citizens, because they value their citizens. So we should value our citizens and ensure that, okay, giving a note of warning not to go to Russia is not enough. But creating that enabling environment, creating those opportunities for young people to thrive in their own country is imperative. Because if that young man is working somewhere, it can feel, he won't be even thinking of, he won't remember there's anything like recruitment there. But because there's no job, I said today, more young people wants to go to that front line. If you give them that opportunity, now even if Russia advertises it, They will want to go. Just say you are coming to, they want to go because they are fed up. How can a young graduate be carrying application here and there? He can't even find a suitable job. So it's the system. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. The level of unemployment.
Now, there's no doubt that this is against international justice,
Yeah.
you know. But what we are looking at is that we are looking at Russia, a member of the Security Council of the United Nations.
Yes.
Now, little wonder if other world leaders can really, if African leaders now can really call Russia to stand still, to ask them questions. I mean, we have the African Union is there. We have ECOWAS is there. And of course, we'll have other, you know, bloc within the sub-region in Africa. So can African leaders now, can they call Russia to order that, hey, stop recruiting our nationals into your war fronts? I mean, we are not part of this war. So why are you forcing them to fight for you? Can African leaders do that?
For my own take, I don't think there's any African leader that can do that.
Really?
Yes, because as we speak, it does not breach their own diplomatic relations.
Even with the likes of South Africa?
Did you hear in the report now, South Africans, they don't travel, so they have system that covers them.
No, we're talking about Africa here. I mean, this is an African problem now.
Yes, but you talked about AU. AU, I see AU like a toothless bulldog. Most of their resources comes from foreign aids. If you check very well, maybe Russia has some that they are also supporting. So the system around Africa, our geopolitics and international relations is that our protocols are not working. The fundamental human rights of an African child isn't being put into implementation. Do we value our own citizens? So accusing finger to another person when you yourself, you don't even have, do you know how many persons who died every day in our own country? If we actually have value for our own system, our own citizens, would we make sure that we put our system together to make our citizens safe, making our citizens first? But we do not have that. You cannot begin to cry more than the bridge. You don't have what it takes to tell a system to stand still. Stand still, on which grounds? Because officially they've not done that, but through the back door, yes, because your people, they are hungry, they need a job. So if you create job for them and they now force them to go, and then you cannot invoke those protocols. You cannot invoke any protocol where nobody forced anybody. Was there any plane from Russia to African continent that, okay, you must come join our soldier? There was nothing like that. They went on their own free will evolution. They went by themselves. So our system begin to look at putting our citizens first and ensure that we make our own life comfortable for our people, so that we will not begin to, if the citizens are well taken care of, will they even think of going to Russia to go fight war? They won't. So because there is nothing like that that they can leverage on as a young person. Do you know how many persons still died on the Mediterranean Sea on a daily basis? Just to go to Europe, to go see the clean air, to go just to do a menial job that is sustainable, 9 to 5. Do you know how many young people are praying to cross that sea? Do you know how many died on the desert? They say, oh, die now, die. Because the people, the system, the African continent do not value their citizens. Let one American citizen has any crisis, or you hear that they recruit one American citizen to Russia, just you know they will close. You see the kind of jets that will be going to Russia now to go rescue that one citizen back home.
You know, at times I try to kind of wonder the way some of us as Africans, the way we reason. Because I remember when this war started between Ukraine and Russia, we saw lots of Africans, lots of Nigerians, you know, trying to come back home or rush back home, most especially in Ukraine. Ukraine used to be a choice place for a lot of Nigerians for education, even Russia and all that. Now, as we speak now, a while ago, you were trying to blame the government, but let us bring it home a little bit now to Because from studies, we have seen that there is a syndicate as it stands now. There are syndicates all across countries in Africa that actually recruits these young, body able Africans, and that for each recruitment you do, you'll be paid about $620 US. So if you can get 2 recruits, that's almost about $1,500. So how do we begin to, talk to these members of the syndicate now that are involved in this, bad, evil behavior? How do we begin to talk to them?
You cannot really, no syndicate. Just like first, let's take it first. You said when they said most Africans should come back home because of the war.
Yes, yes.
How many of African young people come back home? I have a friend that was in Ukraine. He couldn't come. He said if he come, what do you want him to come and be doing here? So he took his asylum to refugee to Germany, and is declaring there, because he was a student in Ukraine. Yeah, he's in Germany, continuing his studies. He said, who will further his education back home? How will he feed for his family with his allowance? Because with his allowance, he's taking care of his poor mother back home. So most of them did not come. Some of them hanged in Poland, some in Czech Republic, while others in Germany. Those who came here, they are regretting their lives today because they cannot further their studies and they don't know where to start from. So coming back to syndicate is a recruitment opportunity because there is no job. So, do you want to go and work abroad? To trick people these days in this part of Africa is very easy. Even that money they put is too big. It's too big. Imagine the profit margin.
For $620 US?
Yes! Because have you been to if you're on your way to Mali, Burkina Faso and those areas, you ever see the way people eat crumbs from dustbins, and you understand how the system is. Telling somebody you also, that money is big. It's big. And there will be more recruitment agencies as long as we refuse to fix our own country and make it good, suitable for every one of us. There will be more. You can't stop those syndicates. Because people that will even take up those syndicates jobs are most of the people who have powers in governments. So they are most times covered.
Now, a while ago, we're trying to look at, the implication that this holds for international diplomacy. I mean, the way nations relate with one another on the international scene. Now, there's no doubt that this kind of ugly trend now is going to smear the relationship between these African countries and Russia. Now, let's come back home, say like a country like Nigeria. I mean, if Nigerians are part of this recruitment now, and this further goes to smear the relationship, it goes to sever the relationship between Nigeria and Russia, can we stand the implication as a country? Are we ready to face the Russian authority, and tell them that, hey, we don't need this kind of international relationship, diplomatic relationship from you. Please stop this. Don't do this to our nationals. Can we face them in the face and tell them?
We cannot.
But the Ministry of Foreign Affairs gave a warning.
It's just the warning. It can give you the warning. But it cannot face Russia because there are a lot of bilateral relations, bilateral support
that we stand
to lose. So we cannot afford to let those things go. If we can even ask countries for their used things to bring to Africa. So they will not. There are so many things that Nigeria will lose. So that is why I'm telling you that Nigeria, just like a king who never knew is a king, it will be used as something else. So our bilateral relations, we will not play with it. The best that Nigeria can do is that warning they've given. Be on the know. There are so many recruitment agencies. Don't allow them trick you to go and fight war. But most Nigerians want to go and fight the war.
They want to take a chance.
They want to take their chance. Just call now. If there is a phone line there now, you will see about 20 African young persons who is asking you, where can I submit my CV so I can just leave the shore of Africa. It's so painful. If you also looked at move from even Nigeria is even better. Move out of Nigeria and begin to follow just the west coast up to Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger,
Togo,
yes, Senegal. Then you go, you see now new routes. They've developed new route of even moving to the Mauritania route. The sea is finished, is killing them on a daily, but they still go through that route. If you go to Gambia today, most of their young people, they keep on that route. He said, all die and die. There's a way they say, we just want to go. Let us go and see for ourselves and feed for our family, because we have family to take care of. So the economy implications of young Africans, considering the systems that is not putting the African first, is having a toll on the livelihood of their citizens. So you cannot stop that recruitment agency not to recruit. More young people want to go to, they want to fight if you give them the chance. Yes.
All right, so we end the discussion here today. I mean, the warning has been made. The Nigerian authority, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, about 2 days ago, gave the warning that Nigerians should be aware, most especially young, able-bodied Nigerians, that want to give anything and everything to travel abroad. That you have so many of these traveling agents, syndicate, that's what they call them now, that they trick you, and they collect about $620 on you. They take you to Russia, and of course you would not get that job. What they take you to Russia to do is to put guns in your hands and you fight for Russia against the Ukrainian authority. And I don't know, you are involved in a war that you don't know how it started. So it's only God Almighty that is going to help you. All right, so I think for the African authority, the African Union and ECOWAS, we really need to step up our games, because Africans are just dying. I mean, we cannot afford to let this continue. And that's just the way it is. And also we also need to look back home, look inward, and provide those jobs, that these young Africans leave home for, so that they can stay back and develop on the continent. I want to say very, very thank you today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's make Africa work for us.
Yeah.
Let's fix Africa.
It will work.
And stop making it to become a farm. Farm for the Western world to come take for resources. Now Russia is coming to take. We don't know who's coming next. They'll keep coming because Africa has become a farm that everybody comes to harvest. So whether you are taking manpower, if we talk about the doctors that is going to US, it's a bagwagon. So we keep losing the best part of us because we refuse to make African work.
And now we're talking about young, able-bodied men, going to.
They want to go. If you put a plane in Benin Airport, even that plane, the next 1 hour is filled up. They want to go. When the system does not accommodate excellence, does not accommodate innovation, does not accommodate creativity, how do you want them to thrive? And young boys wants to pay bills.
All right, thank you so much. Prince Israel Oreka is an international affairs analyst and, of course, the executive director of Connected Advocacy. So we hope when we call you again, you oblige us so that we can look at some other issues in the continent of Africa. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so this is where we end the program today on African Discourse on Independent TV. Until the same time next week, my name is Evan Sudokoge. Good afternoon.
ITV, certainly the best.
Omonoba Nedu Ukwakolopolo, Ewai II, Oba of Benin, stepped out majestically with loud crowd to perform the Soton rites of his late mother, Queen Mother Ioba Omoni Ikoyeme, Ioba Ewai II, who departed this world 49 years ago. Oyisoton is a traditional rite of the procession in memory of the departed person's spirit in Benin Kingdom. It is usually heralded by public display of the departed person's influence during their sojourn on earth. The display of a human effigy symbolizing the departed royal matriarch was preceded by the Oba of Benin, who led the procession from his palace to the Immortan Shrine at King Square in Benin City, where he offered prayers for the repose of the soul of the Queen Mother, Ioba Ewai II. Thereafter, the priest assigned to the Immortan Shrine offered Oba Ewai II items for Oyisoton on behalf of his family. However, Chok, known as Uri, represented a mixed cheer from royal fans after ancestral spirits were invoked to bear witness and announce his arrival. On his way home, Oba Ewai paid tributes at various pilgrimage sites, including Queen Idia Tomb, the side Oba Market, where a cheerful crowd of traders abandoned their wares to catch a glimpse of the royal personage and join in the celebration.
ITV, certainly the best.
Ugewe is the final ceremony of the series of festivals. It is one of peace and lightheartedness, following the more solemn of the ritual year. Ugewe is the festival of the Ewe leaves, a symbol of good luck and joy. It is the most popular of all that heralds the dawn of a Benin New Year, new vow, newness of life and freshness of life, and a new hope for the future. In the evening, the Ewe leaves are presented to the Oba of Benin in grand style in a colorful ceremony. The Ihogbe Society, amidst singing and dancing, bring the sacred leaves that symbolize good luck, blessings, peace, and prosperity. Each of the senior members of the Ihogbe proceeds to give the sacred leaves directly to the Oba of Benin, and others put theirs at his feet.